We're busted. The Fed seized our hard drive. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
610 WIOD presents The Neil Rogers Show. To talk with Neil, call 622-WIOD in Dade, 767-WIOD in Broward. Mobile One and AT&T Wireless customers can call toll-free at #IOD. And now, not only across South Florida, but across the nation and Canada, too. Call toll-free at 1-888-474-WIOD.
Roy!
And now, The Neil Rogers Show.
Asshole, asshole.
All right.
That Wayne Huizinga's such an asshole.
I like it.
He yelled at Mandich, that greedy turd, because he wouldn't take a shower with Hank Goldberg. Asshole, asshole.
You turd.
H. Wayne Huizinga's such an asshole. He's just like Hitler and Eva Braun. What's that he's pounding on? Essential asshole.
Just lick up.
The only thing there is left to say is drop dead right away.
New format. What are you laughing about? I think it would get about an 80 share easy. It's 10:02 at WIOD. Happy Tuesday. Barry Jackson and Ellie Brecher have just eloped. They've run off together. Nobody can find them. Get a life, guys. Quit making up crap. I like the way when you don't return her calls, they just start making up numbers, and they throw all kinds of numbers in there about... From your mouth to God's ears, Ellie, about that bonus, okay? Yeah, I know somebody who knows somebody else at that bank. Anybody makes up stories like these so close to Pesach, you know is going to go to purgatory forever and probably have to buy a lot of expensive matzah, too. No, I'm not going to return your calls, Eleanor Brecher, because last time I talked to you and you wrote that big, long song and a dance, the Miami Herald, butchered it all up and twisted the story. And by the way, I just found out that the Herald is spending a lot of money advertising on this station, and the deal is that none of the spots can go in this show, which is a lot more incentive for me to talk to the people. Yeah, it's true. True story. They're spending thousands of dollars advertising that rag on his station, but very specifically, none of the spots are to run in that show, in the Neil Rogers Show, even though our whole paper today is devoted to that fat slob. I mean, the whole paper, there must be something going on, huh? That Farbissina Jew over there, that Bibi Netanyahu, he was on there yesterday with El Presidente, all the, peace. They're going to have peace, all right. A piece of this, a piece of that. Piece of my mind. They're wailing at the wall. The Arabs, the Jews, they're doing it. There must be something else going on besides Neil Rogers is going to, where. There's got to be something else. See, Eleanor Brecher and Barry Jackson evidently are bored. I mean, really bored. And of course, if you listen to most of the radio in this town, you'd be bored too. But they're really bored. And so their thing now is they're going to stir the pot. Then maybe later on somebody else will smoke it, certainly not them, but they're going to stir it. They're going to pick out the seeds, the twigs, etc., and then they're going to get it all ready for somebody to smoke. Maybe Buddy Bud, who knows? So anyway, about that meeting I had, I wanted to retract something I said. Yesterday I said something really awful. I said that I've had diarrhea for an hour and a half that was more productive than the hour and a half meeting I had with Bud Paxson. I want to retract that and I want to replace it by saying I've had diarrhea all day that was more enjoyable. In fact, I've had diarrhea for 2 days at a time in my life that was more enjoyable and much more productive than the hour and a half meeting I had with Bud Paxson 3 weeks ago. Do you think that softened the blow there any? Huh? It was kind of soft. But at any rate, sooner or later, just stick with it. So anyway, all these stories. And then, of course, Barry, we got Ellie Brecher calling. Do me a favor, will you please, Ellie Brecher? Just quit calling Harry Penis up there in Orlando. I don't need any more phone calls from this guy. It's killing me. Oh, well, what does he want from me? What does this man want from me? I'm sitting there yesterday minding my own business, having just watched a gut-wrenching episode of The Guiding Light. And it's like 4:05 in the afternoon. The stock market is closed. I'm looking at the market had a good day, but Wayne's stock went in the crapper again for a change, down 7/8 again. Nice going, Wayne. Your stock blows. Get a haircut and get some something going with that stock. And the phone rings. Hi, Neil. Harry. And it's Harry Penis again from Orlando with that same syrupy sound. I mean, never stole a freight train, but what do you want at this point? And it seems that Ellie Brecher from the Herald calls him up, again, trying to stir the pot, stir up a big controversy here, really whip everybody up into a frenzy, which you can see by the phone here. Nobody cares because nobody in this audience reads the Herald anyway. But, I understand you were talking about me this morning, and Ellie, she wanted to get a quote. She tried like crazy to get me to say something nasty about you, which I wouldn't do. So this is the idea of news at the Herald, is call up this one and try to get them to say something nasty about Neil, then call up the other station, try to get them to say nasty, and try to create some kind of a war going on over here, okay? I mean, I don't really care so long as the paychecks keep coming. It's very immaterial at this point in my life. But, I mean, talk about desperate and talk about fabricating so-called news. And so I finished reading this long thing here in the living section today. Neil Rogers taking show to QAM, top-rated talker signs, $5 million 5-year deal. And where these numbers are coming from, I have no idea, especially about the bonus, sweetened by a signing bonus of nearly $500,000. There was a nice signing bonus, but it sure wasn't no $500,000. But hey, don't confuse Eleanor Brecher and Barry Jackson with the facts, because they just make it up. I think it was more like $5 billion. I'm buying your newspaper. How do you like that? And you're both fired. I mean, just keep making it up. So I figure that's astonishing enough that there's nothing else going on. Yet another article about Neil is leaving someday. We don't know when. Then I'm looking in the sports section here, and here Barry Jackson again. He can't stop. He's out of control. Rogers unlikely to let up on Huizinga at WQAM, which is why we started this morning by my favorite song. And then I look on the second page, on page 90, as the article continues in the Herald, will Huizinga use WQAM out clause, is the headline on that part of the article. And it goes on to say about how they have an easy out with all three of their sports franchises. And if I dare to criticize them over there, will they, Barry Jackson speculating, well, they're going to withdraw the rights, the Marlins and the Panthers and whoever else it is, and the Dolphins, which is absolutely untrue, which I've already said that the Wayne people are not going to try to interfere. They didn't remove the Dolphins from their station because of me. It was because of one thing. Money, baby. That's what it was all about.
Only $50.
That's right. Had absolutely nothing to do with me or anything that I've ever said. But don't tell Barry Jackson that, because Barry and Ellie, they are going to concoct some kind of a crisis here. They're going to concoct some kind of a battle of the radio wars. That's what we called it years ago, the radio wars. They're going to bring that back again. Because it's boring time here, man. They had 3,000 people at Hialeah yesterday, I see. 3,000 people. Woo! There just ain't nothing going on here. The season is over with. They're charging too much for matzo all over town. I mean, you know that this is a really dead time when the big stories are like for the 80. I mean, it would be a big story, I guess. Haven't been here all these years that I'm going elsewhere in a few months. But the story is old. As going back into last Friday, it was already confirmed. Here it's Tuesday, and they're hyperventilating and making up numbers. And the other big story, surge in matzo price triggers an inquiry by the Attorney General. That's the big story. That's what we ought to sink our teeth into. You can see this audience is all worked up into a frenzy by the Herald. Man, have you created a controversy here? Nothing. There isn't one line even blinking. Winking, blinking, or nodding yes. So... Buon pomeriggio. It's too early for that. Buongiorno. Exactly. That's right. They're charging too much for matzah, and the old Jews are getting really pissed off about that. When is Pesach, by the way? Do we know? Let me take a look at the... do we know, George, when Passover starts? Let's take a look. Oh, this is still on March. Let's get with it over here, huh?
The 21st.
21st of April? And today's the 8th. So less than 2 weeks, and Pesach starts, which for all you goyim out there, Passover, which is where they had the Last Supper. Isn't that where Yoshki was having his Last Supper? That's right. Pesach. I wonder if he was eating matzah. Do you think so? And if so, was it buttered and salted? That's the question we need to know. Anyway, the same 5-pound box of matzah that sells for $4.95 in pricey Manhattan goes for as much as $12.95 in South Florida supermarkets, according to Abe Asofsky of Coconut Creek.
Unbelievable.
Oy! How do you like that? With 2 weeks before Pesach beginning, state officials have decided to find out whether more goes into Florida matzah prices than just flour and water. There's a big inquiry now, okay? This is what's going on. We don't have any crime. Everything is hunky-dory. Wayne's stock is in the toilet. This company is terrorizing people all over the radio dial. And what are they worried about? They're worried whether the matzah prices are too high. Maurice Ribstein of Coconut Creek, whose daughter recently brought him a 5-pound box she bought in New Jersey for just $6, says, I just want to make sure they don't take advantage of us.
Oy!
God forbid they should do that. And it goes on and on. Winn-Dixie currently charges $11.98 for a 5-pound box of Stritz's matzah, but supermarket officials say they may discount the product as the holiday draws nearer, using it as a lost leader to attract customers. But that's what it says here, to attract, yeah. I got a solution for you, Abe and Maurice. I got a solution for you. Don't eat matzah, okay? Who needs bread? Who needs bread anyway? So instead, well, what else are you going to eat? I don't know. What do you eat in matzah? Eat gefilte fish? And don't eat the gelled stuff in the jar, please. And what else do you eat at Passover? Drink some wine? Some Manischewitz wine, of course?
That calendar has instructions, detailed instructions.
I'm not interested in any of that barbaric ancient crap, okay? And all this, all these bubble-ices. Next thing, we'll be getting instructions on how to late tefillin, which I don't think we can say on the air anymore, by the way.
But it's tradition.
Yeah. So is human sacrifice.
So why stop now?
Exactly. So anyway, did I tell you about that bad bout of diarrhea that I had for an hour and a half? Here's Miami on a mobile. Hello.
Yeah, Neil, I have the Power 96 spy report.
Power 96 spy report, yes?
Yes. Bo Griffith took the time this morning to announce the terms of your contract.
Yeah.
And
well, how does she know the terms of my contract? Other than, of course...
She's going by the Herald, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But she went ahead and announced it to welcome you, and then she proceeded to say that her contract's up in July, and that she was hoping to get something sort of like what you got.
Right.
You know, making a reference about it.
Uh-huh.
And Mark Mosley was on doing some voice.
Yeah.
And he kept referring to you as the fat man. Also, then she said that all the employees of Greg Reed, or something like that, Greg Reed? Yeah, fat man. So Greg Reed's employees were all looking at your terms, and she compared the looks on their faces to that of a blow-up doll in a porno magazine.
That was funny.
So, anyways, I just thought you'd like to know that.
Outstanding.
All right.
Thanks for the good news, pal.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Loan me $50 million. We have I mean, you can believe those numbers that are in there or not, and especially the thing about the bonus part, which, again, you know, that's way off. But don't confuse these people with the facts. They heard, in fact, somewhere in the one article it says, it's been written, it's been written, like it says in the Old Testament. So it's been written. Yeah, right. By whom? Well, we don't know, but it's been written. Where the hell does that say? It's been reported in the media that his salary was in the, yeah, here it is. Published reports in the past have estimated his salary to be in the mid-six figures. Published reports. What does that mean? Published by whom? Where did they get it from? Did they get it from me? No. Did they get it from anybody I know? No. But, published reports. Therefore, it must be true. I read it in the freaking newspaper. So if you think that there's any degree of journalism, especially at the Miami Herald, forget it. They don't care. They just make it up. And if you don't talk to them, they'll even make more stuff up. And then they'll start calling around to try to create a verbal fist fight. Can't I get you to say, something derogatory? And he said all these terrible things about you, Mr. Penis. He probably told her, quit calling me Mr. Penis, first of all. God almighty, that Ellie. I wonder, they ought to charge her $30 for a box of matzah. How do you like that? I mean, Ellie, who's obsessed with this New York Jappy thing. Exactly. And by the way, Randy's busy, Ellie. 10:15 at WIOD.
610 WIOD.
Hi, this is Larry King, and they don't come any better than Neil Rogers.
If I was Bud Paxson, old day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I was that Paxson guy, I'd buy up all the stations, like the light bulb love and Zeta, INZ, and IOD. I'd have lots of money in the bank, annoying lots of goyim like Roy. I'd have a radio network that nobody carries, but everyone has to run the spots. TV, cable, real estate I would own. I'd have a half a dozen big FM stations and 6 or 7 AM stations too.
Loan me $50.
And that's just in Hallandale alone.
Roy!
If I was Bud Paxson, all day long I'd fiddle with my knob. If I was Ma Paxson's boy, I'd rearrange the format. Yada 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 bada bing. I'd have shekels, you know what I mean. I'd be richer than the freaking queen. Wayne Huizenga would be turning green if I was that Paxson guy.
Roy!
Hey, happy Pesach, Bud. 10:20 at WIOD. Happy Tuesday to all. Very, very quiet day in town. We're going to investigate the price of matzah, I think. In fact, that would make a great payphone challenge, I think, for Rick and Spud. Send Adam, who naturally is Jewish, send him out to all the stores and, secretly find out the prices of matzah and then start, carrying on and hyperventilating and whip up all the old Jews into a frenzy in every supermarket in town. You're getting ripped off. Here's a lady mobile in Hallandale. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, are you really leaving so I can tell my husband?
I can't hear you. You got to speak up.
Okay, are you really leaving?
Am I really leaving what?
Are you going to QAM?
Yes.
Because I haven't heard anything. I haven't been in town, and I just heard you briefly this morning, and I just wondered.
Yes, I am.
And when does that could take place? So I know when they change.
I don't know. In a few months.
Okay.
TBA. Will you be listening?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank God.
I'll follow you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. We have an open line today at 622-9463. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 767. We have one on the purple line at Pound IOD on the Mobile 1 line. We have one on the out-of-town line, the worldwide, the Wicked Web line, 1-888-474-9463. Here's what's going on with that Ron and Ron business, by the way. There's big meetings going on with that deal, and
even as we speak.
Even as we speak, there's big meetings. Alan Mason, who's another one of the corporate honchos, he's in the building. Tommy Kramer's in the building trying to find the other 3 pounds of that white hair. And boy, oh boy, it's just amazing. It's astonishing what's going on here. Who could have ever predicted that in just a handful of months this decimation would have taken place so quickly and so painfully? Here's Homestead. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Who are they going to get to replace you?
You're asking me like I know, like they're going to tell me, or like I would have any idea? How do I know?
Neither do I. I'm just wondering. I mean, the station's going to hell.
Yeah. And?
First Bill Hendry, now you.
Yeah. What about the Dolphins? What about the Dolphins and Jim Mandich and Jeff DeForest and Kimba Beaucamper, who knows nothing about hockey, by the way? Quit trying to talk about hockey, Kimba. I heard you last night. I'm embarrassed for you. What about all those people? What's left? Do you realize that the only on-the-air people left after I leave here from last September are Rick and Suds? Nobody else except maybe, Stephen J. Gay on the weekend. And other than that, nobody.
Hopefully Rick and Suds follow you down there. I mean, it's nice to be able to turn on one station in the morning.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to twist that dial all the way down to the other 50 kilocycles. It's a pretty tough move, yeah. Okay, pal, thanks. Yeah, these people, it's kind of nice leaving it on one spot. How about your TV? Let me ask you this. How many of you turn on your TV and leave it in one spot all day?
Yeah, but who's got a remote control for their radio?
Well, you better get it. Asshole. God dang. Yeah, I know the first 2 words I'm going to say when I go on here over there, okay? God is the first one, and dang ain't the second one. See, the reason I'm sticking to that promise, because I want to go out of here, whether it's like in 6 months or 6 minutes or 6 days or 6 weeks, with at least having to be able to say, I lived up to my end of the bargain, okay? Unlike some other people, I at least lived up to what I was asked to do. Unlike some other people who, of course, kept trying to change the ground rules all the time and coming up with all kind of other stories, which is all a bunch of baloney anyway. But don't believe a word of that. Don't believe one word of that pious crap, because it's all a bunch of baloney. That's right from the horses. Make no mistake about it. In fact, Max is in there nodding his head frantically. But he said, don't say that because I didn't get my last check yet. Here's Miramar. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering if you ever tried getting a job as a volunteer. Because I called the mayor's office here in Miramar, and as you know, they're going to start construction or something. Because
they're going to start construction or something?
Yeah, because Eastern Miramar.
Of what?
Eastern Miramar hasn't been touched since about 10 years now, and they've been saying that they're going to do something.
Eastern Miramar hasn't been touched with what? With an ugly stick? I wouldn't touch it with your thing.
Well, anyway.
With your fingers.
Anyway, I've been trying to get a job as a volunteer. And
what do you mean trying to get a job as a volunteer? What does that mean? What kind of a job is that?
Well,
a volunteer to do what?
And construction or anything I can help with, and it's impossible.
Yeah. So what do you sound so bummed out about? In other words, you want to be the guy that's going to put Miramar back together again? Even after all the king's horses and all the queen's men couldn't do it?
I guess, so far I've been...
Okay, George, give this guy Humpty Dumpty's number, okay? We have 2 open lines in Broward, 7679463. Boy, talk about depressed. This guy sounds like he's going to blow his brains out because he can't get a volunteer job. There's people out there that want to get a paid job. They would like some money, okay? There's people who like to get a real job, like getting a few bucks so they can put food on the table. This guy's like suicidal because he can't get a volunteer job to put Eastern Miramar back together again. I'm going to tell you something, friends. Everybody all over the state is sitting on pins and needles waiting to find out if Eastern freaking Miramar is going to get put back together again or not. Forget about the matzah. Forget about Neil Rogers and all the money. Forget about Ellie Brecher. Forget about Harry's penis. Forget about all this stuff, okay? The big thing is Eastern Miramar, will it ever be the same again, he asked. And look where this box is this morning, by the way.
No.
Oh, God. Just come in here and potchkey around. Let me ask you something. What goes on here at night now? Why is it necessary? I mean, I realize that it's a very ugly question for me to ask, but why is it necessary now that Ron and Ron got their own studio back there, assuming they're still going to be here, which they're having a big meeting right now. Maybe they won't. But at any rate, why does anybody need to move this stuff out of the way here? Even if they don't use the DCS, is this like bothering somebody over here that we have to keep potchking around and pushing stuff back and forth and pushing this box over here? I think that's the problem, man. We got too many people potchking around with stuff here at night. Somebody's going to get their box pushed pretty soon. Sorry, Walt. We have an open line in Dade, 622. She's weak. Nice person, but God, is she weak. 622-9463. 2 open line. And you know what it is? Those topics. Oh, God. Now, if Neil Rogers went out and bought a brassiere that was too big, that would be a big story. It'd be on the front page of the paper again tomorrow. Ellie Brecher and Barry Jackson would be at Burdine's investigating. Neil's bra was too big. I'm telling you, that would be a story. But because she went out and bought a bra that was too big, I mean, is that a topic for a talk show? What is with these topics? I'm telling you, call up Harry Penis right now and tell him to take those topics and drop them in Lake Okeechobee on the way down. Get rid of those boring, terminal, coma-inducing topics. You want to get the audience on fire. You want to get those peaks of 20 shares. You just watch what we're doing here this morning. We got a couple of calls on there. Not too many. We got a couple. We're working on rehabilitating Eastern Miramar. We're going to put that piece of crap back together again. It's the last damn thing we do. Schmaltzy. But not like the scene in the guy. Remember, this is what they were playing, Tarantella, in that scene at the wedding. Much schmaltzier in The Godfather, like everything else. What movie is he talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. It was, is that still in that movie theater or what? That, probably not. Who knows? The same old farts that saw it before went out and saw it again, and the bazillions of people out there that wouldn't know The Godfather if he stuck a cannoli up their ass, they didn't bother going to see it. Because it didn't have the hype. And you know America, man, unless you got the hype, they don't respond. Sorry. 1028 at WIOD.
WIOD, it's not your radio. It's just real staticky.
The worst talk radio I've ever heard in my life was on WIOD.
And now, Language Lab, the show that teaches you a foreign language in less than 60 seconds. Today's lesson, Greek. Lesson 1, strawberry pie.
Strawberry pie.
Lesson 2, apple pie.
Apple pie.
Lesson 3, pumpkin pie.
Punky pie.
Customer, what kind of pie do you have? Answer.
Apple pie, strawberry, and punky.
Language Lab is a public service and may not be copied or authorized for resale. Thank you.
You're welcome. 10:33 at WIOD on a very marginal Tuesday morning. We have an open line at Dade, 622. We have a pair in Broward, 767. We have 2 on the out-of-town lines. So you see Eleanor Brecher and Barry Jackson. Nobody cares. It's old news already. It's old news, and the numbers are all wrong anyway. But hey, don't worry about the facts. Just continue making stuff up. And call Harry Penis in Orlando, by the way, and get him all whipped up into a frenzy, if that's possible, which I doubt. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
First-time caller.
Okay.
I wanted to give you some more information on that spy report on the Bo Griffin
yes.
96 call.
Uh-huh.
It happened at 6:54, in which she stated that not only is the salary you're getting disgusting,
yeah,
but the fact that she said that because Power 96, I guess, is also owned by WQAM.
Beasley, yeah.
Okay, they say that now they're going to have to put on spots to pay for your salary, and to tell all the listeners that since they're going to be playing spots, they're hardly going to be able to play music. So if they have any complaints about that SOB, AKS Neil, to give them a call and complain on his show.
She didn't say that. She didn't say that SOB.
She said it. It was at 6:54. If you have any way of checking it,
6:54. Bo Griffin said that SOB?
SOB.
Yeah.
Okay, and then by 7:35, she was already saying that she's changing her format to like yours to say profanity, so that way she can make the money.
Okay.
Okay.
Very clever. Very brilliant, Bo. Very good.
That was the.
So where's she going to be working next week?
And if I could call someone a douchebag.
Yeah.
Mario and Carrie Herrera, you're both douchebags.
Okay,
Thank
but
you
Carrie
very much,
can't
Neil.
play hockey like Mario. Thank you so much. For more spy reports from Power 96, thank God they got some listeners anyway over there. That miserable Bo Griffin bitch.
That fucking bitch.
See, even the audience wants to start stuff up now, okay? Everybody wants to start a big Simmons here. I don't give a crap about that. I'm going to there and doing my show, period. Period. And Barry Jackson, he's all worried about does Joe Rose care and what does Manders think and who cares what anybody thinks? We're all in business. It's a radio show, Barry. I hate to break the news to you. It's called Making a Living. And in this case, a fairly decent one, thank God. And it's also called for me getting out of here, which I'm counting the minutes. I'm counting the seconds. And then I'll write my encyclopedia about the Paxson people, about a corporation that is just destined to destroy everything in its path. Open line in Dade, 622, 2 in Broward, 767, 2 on the out-of-town lines, 1-888-474-9463. Here's Miami on a mobile. Hello.
All right.
Yes, sir. Jim Manwich.
You know who the happiest man in Miami is right now?
The happiest man in Miami is next to me is whom?
Fat Hank.
Is he?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
So some people will actually be listening when he gets on the air.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Well, what do you think? Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah. That wasn't a knock at Chris Moore, was it?
No.
Why not?
He sucks. No, I have
that.
I have a request in honor of you leaving IOD.
Yes.
I haven't heard it in a long
let me just say something to you, okay?
Yeah.
According to plan, my plan, through September 30th, I'm going to be here. This is the 8th of April. Now, if we're going to be saying goodbye for the next 6 months, it's going to be the longest, not that I'm leaving town like Phil Henry had to do for 4 months, but it's going to be a long, ponderous, and monotonous, but what do you want?
Paint your bald spot. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Oh, what, that whole bit? I played it every day the last week. Get out of here. Get a life. And what does that have to do with anything anyway? What does that have to do with anything about QAM or IOD or anything except we're not doing Larry King tributes today, okay? He's not the one that just did the thing.
Neil Rogers got.
That's right. I don't read nothing about Larry King and Ellie Brecher and Barry Jackson's columns today. The 85 columns they got, which fill up about 2/3 of the Herald, which don't want to run no spots on this show. Isn't that amazing? Talk about holding a grudge, okay? The fact that we got more audience on this show than the whole rest of the town put together. Forget about that. We don't care. We'll spend the Herald's money. We just don't want nothing to do with that faggot. Okay. 2 open lines in Broward. I mean, ain't going to be no money out of my pocket. I'll still be able to pay that electric bill whether the Herald subsidizes me or not. How do you like that? How have I managed to reach this apex of my career, of my life, of my fading life, without the help of the Herald, without their assistance, huh? And I see that the Knight Ridder stock, by the way, is being downgraded. Oh, that's a bad break. 2 open lines in Broward, 7679, because they bought a couple of losing companies. 7679463, 767-WIOD. Quienes Mas Macho, Wayne or the people at Knight Ridder? How about Tony Ritter? Let's use him specifically, huh? Kienes Mas Macho, Wayne Hypinga, Mickey Arison, Tony Ritter, Bud Paxson, or Tommy Kramer. There's a poll for you. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
Great. Listen, I wasn't able to listen to your show yesterday. And
Why not?
Well, I was working.
Pretty weak excuse.
No, I couldn't. They don't let me listen to you.
Why not? Anti-Semites?
They're assholes.
They're probably the ones that are charging Jews $15 for a box of $6 box of matzah.
I think you're right. And by the way, my mother's going bananas about that kind of money for that matzah.
You know something? Sliced bananas on matzah sounds pretty good now that you mention it.
Oh, my
With maybe
God.
some strawberry jam, some
Yeah.
nice old-fashioned Jewish preserves.
There you go.
Kosher for Pesach, yes. From the Circle U Ranch.
That's delicious. But listen, you know,
Well, that does sound good, doesn't it?
Yeah, Neil.
Anyway.
The Today Show, I was watching my dish yesterday, the delayed telecast, and they were in our favorite city. They were in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That's our favorite city?
Well, I mean, in the U.S.
In your favorite city, okay.
In the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. And
well, what does that mean, and? There's got to be more to the story than that.
Well, I mean, the fact that that you've told me about Vegas, and I've been out there, and I've experienced great things out there.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you caught the show.
No, I did not.
You did.
I don't watch that show. Under penalty of death.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, have a great day, pal, and smoke one for us. We have all the Broward lines wide open now, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. God almighty, yeah, it's a great day for the Irish and the Jewish and the Chinese, the Chinese. The Chinese, the Japanese, and all of those other strange people, which there are an awful lot of them, too, by the way, you notice. Here's Cutler Ridge. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Great.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you, I guess.
Now, let me tell you, if another station wouldn't think you weren't worth it, they wouldn't have offered you the job and given you the extra cash.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, screw me, they can't take
What's
a
not
job.
to like?
Huh?
What's not to like?
Well, I'm saying, if it is true that you're getting an increase in your salary, hey, more power to you. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one thing. If they were giving me even a small decrease in the salary, see, I can say it now. I wish they wish they would have known this before. They wouldn't have given me all the money. If they were even giving me a small decrease and said, hey, we'll let you work over here, I'd still go.
Let me tell
Just to get out of here, just to get away from here. I mean, this place is like a major cancer on our lives.
Well, you know, paint the walls pink for now until you leave. Maybe it'll make you relax a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? Now, how about this matzahs?
How about if I just wear a pink shirt every day?
Nah.
I have several, yes?
Well, that's your point. The matzahs. Why are they too expensive? You mean to tell me that the Jews now are exploiting Jews with matzah balls?
No, Goyim are exploiting Jews.
Huh?
The manufacturer, the Manischewitz people, if you read the Herald article, the Manischewitz people said that they have one wholesale price that they sell it to everybody. And after that, the distributors and the retailers, they make up their own retail price.
That's right.
So it's not the Manischewitz people. It's not the Yidlach that are ripping off the other Jews. In this case, it's Goyim ripping off Jews.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because I don't think that the people that own Winn-Dixie are Jewish.
I think they should complain to the rabbi.
Yeah.
You know, they should complain to the rabbi.
They should complain to Bibi Netanyahu. Forget about all this peace talks. There ain't going to be no peace. Everybody with a brain knows that. Let's get the price of matzah down in time for Pesach. At least do something that's possible.
Yeah, probably Manischewitz people had to increase the price because instead of shortening, now they have to put pork fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
That's bullshit.
Okay, pal.
Listen, good luck to you.
Oh, and have a great life.
Bye-bye.
Don't eat too many beans. We have an open line in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD, and we have two open lines in Broward, 767, and two in Palm Beach on the out-of-town lines. Our topic today is, have you bought a bra that's too big, guys, and are you going to take it back? That's our topic today. Come on, let's come up with a good topic today. Let's do topics from now on, these next 6 long, excruciating months. Let's come up with a topic of the day. In fact, let's call Roger Crouch. Maybe he can come up with a quote of the day and a topic of the day. What do you think? Let's just pick up any section of the newspaper. Here you go. State to travelers, is bullet train worth building? Our topic today, what do you think? Is the bullet train worth building? How about a bullet for whoever wrote this article, Angela? That's right. Don't be alarmed if you open your mailbox and find a letter informing you that your license tag was recently photographed on I-95. It's just an inquiry from the Florida Department of Transportation, which is researching the travel habits of those who fly and drive between Miami, Orlando, and Tampa. Officials want to know if any of those travelers would climb on a proposed bullet train instead. Of course, what do you do when you get there? That's the obvious question. What would you do when you get there? since there's such great mass transportation in Tampa, in Orlando, and in Miami, not. See, one thing that's a little bit difficult about building like underground subways in Florida, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed that, but when you're like 1 foot above sea level, it's a little difficult to build those underground subways unless they're all going to be gigantic tunnels like whatever it is, Callahan Tunnel. Is that what it is in Boston? What do you know? You've never been there. No, they have 2 tunnels, but they have different names, which I find very interesting. In Boston, the one tunnel is like the Sumner Tunnel going north, I think. And then coming back into the city from like north of the city from the airport is the Callahan Tunnel. Which, why is that? Why isn't it just like the one name and it happens to be going both ways? Sorry, that's too easy. 1043 at WIOD.
610 WIOD.
George or me or whoever it is, you can tell your big fat f***ing atheist he has no right to talk religion, because he is a faggot, and he is not representative of our thinking.
Tonight, get ready for a show that'll have the critics talking.
Gosh, check out that Speedo. He does fill it out nicely. Oh, gosh. Just think it. Oh, God, if he started to drown. Oh, I'd like to give him mouth to mouth. Oh, God, I'd like to save him. Look at his leg. Oh, gosh, look at the torso.
Gay Watch, tonight.
I turned my radio on the other day and got Uncle Neil's program, whatever it was, and it is the filthiest thing I've ever heard in my life. If the children were around, it's horrifying. I'm surprised as a producer you let that go on the air. And I've heard other complaints about it, even from the help there. I wish you'd rectify that and do something about it. There's no need to be taking God's name in vain and classifying women as, well, I wouldn't even mention it. Thank you very much.
I like it. I like it. 1049 at WIOD. We have an open line at Dade, 622-9463. A lot of uptight old farts here. Now they're really going to be pissed off because the Mott's is like, it's just insane. It's just ridiculous. How can you afford to go eat at the Emerald Coast and go hopping all that, those 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th helpings off the buffet? How can you afford that if you got to pay $12.95 for a stinking 5-pound box of matzah, huh? And like I said before, who the hell needs matzah? It tastes like cardboard. Unless, of course, you slather it with butter and a lot of salt to get your blood pressure way up. And maybe some strawberry preserve sounds really good. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
You know, I hope this doesn't draw out till September, these long goodbyes, because I think that killed the last 4 months of Phil's shows.
Yeah, but Phil was leaving the market.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're not.
That's right.
You're just moving.
So there's
down
nothing to say. There's nothing to say, and these people that keep writing these articles day after day after day, filling up the Miami Herald as if there's nothing else in the world going on, and trying to stir up a bunch of controversy where there isn't really any that exists. It's pathetic and embarrassing, but it sure kills some good time. That's right. Or we could talk about the bullet train.
You're going to scream when I tell you this, but I finally saw The Godfather.
Yeah.
And reason being is that I grew up in a highly religious home where the movies were a no-no. But however, now this church has this thinking that, well, the movies were bad, but you can see videos at home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a beautiful double standard. But I walked away from that insanity many, many years ago. But it was great. I mean, it was incredible. I couldn't, and the thing is that I hear you all the time, so I hear all the parts that you were playing.
Right.
And I would see it like, that guy, the producer, when he said he can't be made to look ridiculous.
Jack Waltz, yes.
I never knew where that was from, and when I heard it, I knew exactly where it was from. It was great. I mean, and
a man in my position can't afford to be made to look ridiculous.
Oh, it was great.
Right.
But they told me that part 2 is really good, too.
It is.
Some people even say that it's better than part 1.
I would not say that, but it's great.
Does it go farther back?
Yes.
Does it go farther back in the family?
Yeah. Well, the best way to do it is to get the video where it's all in chronological order with parts 1, 2, and 3 in a row.
Right, the trilogy.
So on a day when you're like really bored and you got about 15 hours when it's pouring down rain outside, you just sit down and get about a 25-pack and enjoy it.
I can't do that. I can't sit for that long. No way. Hey, Neil, I just wanted to mention something. It was funny. You were just mentioning that, you're trying to make a living and you're making good money, and then you say the word thank God. And it's really funny how you just plug that in, and you really don't believe in God, but yet you thank Him.
It's a matter of speech. I'm not thanking anybody. It's an expression.
What do you mean it's an expression?
Just like when you say God dang it, it's just an expression. It doesn't have anything to do with any God. Just an expression of sentiment, that's all. It's like if you say Acha Pikia, it doesn't have anything to do with Acha or Pikia. It's just an expression.
Okay. You feel good about that?
About what?
About saying that?
Do I feel good about it?
Yeah.
It's just part of speech. What does that mean, do I feel good about it? Do you feel good about whatever you just said?
Yeah.
What based on what? What is there to feel good or bad about? We're having a conversation.
I know we are.
Yeah.
But I just...
So you're trying to inject the guy. See, 1 minute you're telling me that you've gotten away from this brainwashing and this God bull crap, and now you're giving me a lecture on the use of the word God.
No, I'm not giving you a lecture. I just think it's comical.
Why? Everybody says that. It's just a manner of speech. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. Thank God.
Why would it
thank
be a manner of speech?
I'll say thank the Lord. That's just being sarcastic. That's all.
Okay. Well, hey, you know. By the way, I didn't say I got away from the God concept. I just got away from
please, you've made a first good step. Now take another little step. Pretty soon you'll be walking. Have a great day, pal.
Later.
And God bless you. God bless you, my child. Oh, thank God thank Bud that call's over.
But how does he know which God you're talking about?
Well, that's the point. That's the whole point. It's a word. All these God people that can't even begin to tell you what it is or he is or she is. And with this God stuff. Enough with the God bull crap already, will ya? What an insult to the whole concept of there being a God, that there could be a God responsible for this. Even for this place. Just look what we went through here the last 6 months. There could be a God and we could go through this. Oh, my goodness. Open line in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD, and 1 in Broward, 767-9463. Here's Miami on a mobile. Hello.
Neil, the real deal. How you doing?
Okay, sir.
I'm trying.
Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday to you. I'm wondering where that guy was headed. He was being all nice to you. And,
Purgatory.
Oh, yeah, the Godfather this.
And then he comes up with this.
What the hell are you saying God
yeah,
for?
Does it make you feel good to say that? Well, what does that mean? Does it make me feel good to say it? No, it does not.
I didn't understand what
I mean, if I want to feel good instantly, I just take a pill now. I mean, who needs to say thank God?
Maybe that's a real
And then
good
after
topic.
you take the pill, then you say a good God, that's good.
Maybe that's a good topic for the day, God.
Right.
Now let's stay away from that. Anyways, what I really
Or Bud Paxson, one or the other.
What I really
Whichever
called,
god dang one we want to speak about.
What I really called about, Neil, was the Heat in Detroit against spanking them, and the Pistons also. They got a W last night.
Yeah. So who cares?
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, don't feel bad, but nobody cares. I mean, I'm happy to hear that. That's wonderful. And
is everybody waiting for the playoffs to get excited? What's going on?
They're not going to get excited. Don't you get it? I mean, you're a little slow on the uptake. They don't care.
I don't know.
Anyway. I don't get it. It's not a sports town. They don't care. And everybody's all worked up because we played 6 games with the Marlins, and we've had great crowds, and everybody is pretending to be real enthused. We'll see. I'm reserving judgment because we're obviously not going to win 5 out of every 6. We're going to have some rough spots there ahead, and who knows what's going to happen with this team.
Well, the football draft's coming up. Anyways.
There you go. Football draft. Now we're talking. Now there's
really
something that Kimba can sink his teeth into.
There we can really get focused. One more thing, Neil. Neil.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I hope you weren't going to hang up on me.
No, you're supposed to say.
Neil, God. Neil, you are God.
Yes. But do you feel good when you say that?
I feel real good.
Okay.
What about you, God?
I feel anything I can. Yes?
Speaking of Pittsburgh, hockey team, when, you have these lines of, Francis Lemieux and Yager, that is the most potent line in the NHL. Is that correct?
They're pretty potent to me.
Does that mean Tom Cruise can't play with them?
That's right.
I have a request.
I don't know if Tom wants to play with them. What is it? It may not be his type.
Can I request something, please?
What?
Macho Man. Ready,
Okay.
Macho Man being Tom Cruise.
You begotten it.
I thank you very much, Neil. You have a great day. Good luck over there down the aisle.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
God bless you.
Net bet of the Penguins, flip it ahead. The Penguins break out. They've got a chance here. Here comes Hicks on the right side. The Canadians trying to close it down. Hicks waits, got a man open. Here's Barnes shooting and scoring. Stu Barnes nails the goal, and the Penguins lead 2-0. I'll never teach a pig to sing. Stu Barnes.
We have an open line at Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD on a really great day. I would like to have Ellie Brecher call in here today so I can hang up on her on the air. I mean, what is wrong with this woman? Okay, what is this story? And where did she all of a sudden get involved with Barry Jackson? They're like a tandem team, the two of them now. What is the story with those two, like, working on this thing morning, noon, and night? Even George gets a call last night from Eleanor Brecher from the Herald. What the hell? Where did she get your number one? And number two, what else she want from you? What are you going to tell her? What the hell do you know?
Nothing. That's what I told her.
Liar.
I don't know nothing.
Liar. 10:57 at W. You're going to burn in hell now. Liar. George knows everything, okay? He knows it all. Don't believe a word of it when he says... You're going to burn in purgatory. You're going to be doing that salsa thing forever for the rest of your life. Right there in between a thing and a hard place.
Good morning. It's 11 o'clock. I'm Lisa Lou Perry. Here's what's happening. 3 people are seriously injured after a wastewater management helicopter crashes at Palm Beach International Airport. One other person on the chopper is okay. No word on what caused that crash. Florida Marine Patrol investigators continue looking over a home videotape of Sunday's boating accident on the Fort Lauderdale Intracoastal. It's hoped the video will shed some light on the accident. Cruise ship passengers who survived a deadly fire on board the Vista Fjord are headed back home without going on their European cruise. Cunard Cruise Lines has canceled the voyage to repair damage caused by the blaze, which is being blamed on an electrical short circuit. NASA officials keeping a close eye on the wind this morning as they wait for the shuttle Columbia's return to Kennedy Space Center. And the money part of the Elizabeth Taylor-Larry Fortensky divorce is finally final. Taylor's lawyers won't say how much he's getting, but they do say that if he's careful and lives the kind of lifestyle he was living before he was married to Taylor, he could be set for life.
Loan me $50.
Probably sunny skies today. A slight chance of showers or thunder showers, high near 84. Currently 77 degrees. Your latest Sky Spy traffic report brought to you by Dianetics. An accident with injuries in Dade County, southbound 95 at Southwest 25th Road. Also North Kendall Drive, an accident there at Southwest 89th Avenue. And northbound 95 at the entrance ramp to westbound 836. When life becomes a battleground, your mind is your best weapon. Read more about it in L. Ron Hubbard's world-acclaimed book, Dianetics, available at 120 Geraldo, Coral Gables. And you're up to date. I'm Lisa Lou Perry on 610 WIOD.
The radio station co-owned by Chico's Bail Bonds. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Neil Rogers.
God. Oh, yes, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Party. I got to feel that body. Party. Oh, yeah. Touch this body. Party. Oh, yeah. I said, buddy, you got to touch this body, buddy. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Buddy. All right. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah. Tom Cruise, he wants to be a macho man, making bambinos with Nicole Kidman. Dunkin' Boots in the morning. Go, Tom, go. Don't lose it now. You better go slow. He's on top because he's a macho man. And Nicole says, put it in, put it in. Hey, 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 hey. Don't fall out, man. All right. You got to leave it in. Don't pull out, man.
Squirt, squirt.
You got to leave it in. Macho, macho man. Tom Cruise wants to be a macho man. Macho, macho man. Oh, yeah. He wants to be a macho man. Oh, yeah.
11:03 at WIOD. Here's a fax from the LP gang at LP Auto Sales in Miramar. Miramar. Maybe this guy ought to contact them and they get him a job fixing up East Miramar. Or are they in West? They're on, I don't know where they are. They're in Miramar. Thanks, guys. Look at that. Nice thing with it says, goodbye, bud. Here's a great fax. It's the top 10 Jeff Rimmer cliches heard during any Panthers game. Should I read these now or should I wait till Friday? Otherwise, he might not show up Thursday. Getting very sensitive and emotional in his old age. I'll tell you that. Boy, very thin-skinned. Very. Too much working with that Denise, I think. It's rubbing off. Very thin-skinned. Number 10, Dave Lowry in full flight. And by the way, it wasn't Dave Lowry that scored that picture poster goal. It was Billy Lindsay against the Bruins, Kimba. I just mentioned that for the 10th time. Stop talking about hockey, Kimba. I'm embarrassed for you. You know nothing. You wouldn't know a hockey puck from 45 pounds of matzah. Number 9, Murphy can't keep it in the zone. Number 8, blank to blank. The pass fails to click. Use any player's name to fill in the blanks. Number 7, Gustafson sends it off the dasher. And here comes Prancer, too. I hate that word dasher. Oh, do I hate that. The dasher. Oh, God, Rimmer. Number 6, Mellenby is ridden off the play. Number 5, oh, my. Even Dick Enberg's embarrassed. Number 4, young Robbie Niedermeyer on a 2-game scoring streak. Number 3, Lindsay dances across the line. Oh, by the way, speaking of dancing, the greatest spot, Pepsi always has the best spots. Have you seen the one with the dancing bears? Where they're doing the Village People? You haven't seen that? And the old guy looks through this old, town in the middle of nowhere. And the old fart looks through the window. He pulls the blinds. He looks, it's going to really be hell if they ever learn the Macarena. It's great. Nice going, Pepsi. I'm buying that Pepsi stock. I'm dumping that Wayne, that bald-headed geek. Number 2, Chris Wells improving every game. And the top Jeff Rimmer cliche heard during any Panther game. Number 1, Chris Wells, a healthy scratch. Oh! Thank you, Mitch and Glenn in Broward County. Getting some good faxes here today. That's what it's all about. Ellie, Brecher, and whatever his name was, Barry Johnson. That's what it's all about, is getting good faxes. The calls suck, but the faxes are great. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first time call. Well, actually, second time. First time I mentioned that B word over there in Bahamas, and you put me in the toilet.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to call. Boy, they sure gutting that station. I do have to admit that.
When in doubt, gut it out.
Yeah, they lost Phil Henry. He was one of the best talents I've heard. I'm down from Wisconsin myself. I've been down here for about 10 years now, and I've been listening to you guys faithfully.
Yeah.
What's the call number, or what's the dial number going to be where you're moving to?
Oh, gee, I can't say 560 WQAM there. I mean, it's not going to be for months now. They're going to get pissed off here.
Well, I'm a slow learner. So
I'm still on the payroll here at 610 IOD.
I got to retrain my dial here because it's locked on to you right now, but we're going to have to remove that lock because...
yeah, get that lock off of there, just like a chastity belt. Get that lock off.
Yeah, you got it. I just heard you mention that we lost Phil for 4 months. Is there any possibility maybe he's coming back to the area?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's coming back to this outfit. Yeah, he wants to work here.
That outfit, maybe you guys should get together and get back on to this other place that you can't mention.
I don't think Phil Henry's coming back to this horse and buggy town. I could be wrong about that, but if he's smart, he's making a big time.
Boy, they lost a good talent when they lost him.
Yeah, you can say that again. Well, he just kind of slipped through the crack. You know how that goes.
And now they're going to lose another one when they lose you.
Yeah, well.
This guy here, he must just like toilet paper, I guess.
Evidently.
Well, you have a good one, Neil, and I'll be listening to you.
Okay, thanks, Pally.
Bye.
See ya. Open line in Broward at, what is that number in Broward? 767-9463, 767 WIOD. Don't be playing those jingles either, will you? See, that doesn't even have no call letters on it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank God. There, he said it again. He said it again. Does it make you feel better when you say that? I don't think so. Don't make me feel no better, no worse. It's just like words, okay? Sticks and stones will break, but don't tell the FCC that. Don't tell Buddy Bud that. Sticks and stones, but those words, because we got to cover our ass. You know how that goes? We got to cover our ass and make it look good. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil, congratulations. I'm a 20-year listener, and I think it's great what's going on there.
I think it's sensational.
I think the only thing I wish is that people know what a tremendous talk host you are when it comes to issues, although I don't really miss that very much.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, now the next thing we need to do is move Mandich up into in the hammer spot, and I think they'll really have a
That's it. Just start stirring the pot, start starting trouble now.
You never get to hear Mandich anymore.
Yeah.
Now, the only other thing that really intrigues me about Buddy Paxson is how come they're advertising the Church of Scientology on your station?
Loan me $50.
Because they're paying big bucks for it.
Okay.
They'll take anything.
Interesting, isn't it? Thanks, Neil.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. What's wrong with Elron hubbub anyway? We have an open line at Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD. Here's a mobile in Miami on a Broward line. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Did you see the hockey game last night?
I saw the some of the Flyer game. I saw some of the Hartford game. Wow. Was that a game, Hartford and Buffalo, as Jeff Sanderson scores 2 goals in the third period and Hartford wins, and that was really something.
I was watching the Ranger game.
Now, which game are you talking about?
The Ranger game. They had a commercial during it.
Couldn't you just smell in that game when the Rangers just got on fire and they scored those, they scored like 3 goals in about 5 seconds there. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, I was rooting for Philly, but...
Well...
Anybody.
But you had to like the cheap shot that Lindros took at Ulfie there at the end of the game. That was good. When the game was over and he like whacked him right in the head and Ulf Samuelson just lay there on the ice, I was given a standing salute. I loved it.
I loved it too. But they had a commercial that they were throwing, I forget what the commercial was about, except that they were throwing Canadians on the ice. Like we were throwing the rats.
Yeah.
And they just started throwing Canadians that is flopping around on the ice.
Yeah.
It was
I love it. Oh, I also saw part of that game, too. Montreal beat the Islanders 2-1. Boy, you get down to this part of the season, and all these teams, especially in the Eastern Conference, right on pins and needles, like all within a point or two, going for that last 3 spots there. It's great. It's dynamite.
Well, we got to put something in the Panthers' water. We got to catch them on fire.
Yeah, right.
Let's go. Wake
okay,
up,
you
guys.
bring the matches, pal.
See ya.
See ya. We have an open line in Broward, 7679463. 76. How many matches does it take to ignite the Panthers? That's our question today. How much of a fire do we have to light deep underneath their rectum before they finally get with it? We'll find out tomorrow night, eh? We got a tough assignment here, man. We got New Jersey and we got Pittsburgh Wednesday and Friday this week. The last two home games, the last two games of the regular season, and two really on fire teams at the moment. And I'll tell you one thing, we better damn well win one of them. We got the Rangers hovering right on our rectum, only 1 point behind. And, of course, Pittsburgh has still got, they got a game tonight. In fact, after tonight, they're only going to be like 2 points behind, most likely, or 1 point behind. I'm sorry, because they're going to beat the crap out of the Bruins in Pittsburgh tonight. You can take that right to the bank. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
I have a question for you. You're talking about the Atkins diet.
I am.
How can you go on the Atkins diet when Pesach is coming up? You can't eat any matzah.
I don't eat matzah.
Yeah, but you got to eat matzah during
I don't. No, let me say it again. I don't eat matzah, and I don't celebrate Pesach or Hanukkah, or I do celebrate Purim. I do eat Hamantaschen.
Ah, the good stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, the best deals on matzahs over at Loxhaven at those little supermarkets.
Yeah.
Like $1 something a box.
Yeah, but not for 5 pounds.
The 5 pounds are only like 4 something.
Boy, they're going to be mobbed now.
I know. Tell all the old people from the beach.
All the old yids over there on the beach. Where's the place?
It's called Loxhaven. There's 3 of them. One in North Miami Beach, one in Broward, and one somewhere down south.
Oh! Great.
Talk to you later, Neil.
I sure hope they're not trafe.
Not a chance.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Okay, there's a real Jew for you. We have all the Broward lines open. 767-9463, 767-WIOD. As we get ready for Pesach, and I'm going to tell you right now, when we get real close to Pesach, at that point, you can stay home. You can play the Tarantella all day long, because I'm telling you, there ain't nobody on these phones. What is this? Oh, this is O Solo Mio. Oh, Mamma Mio. Mia. And I bet you it's a vocal, too, you think?
Oh, solo, solo mio.
Oi!
Stamron da
Sounds like a wop with a speech defect to me.
Behold the brilliant sun.
Oh, now he's going in English. Get out of here. Anyway, we have Broward lines wide open, 767-9463. Not looking too good. Barry Jackson was right, I think. I think he had a good point. Wayne's pissed off. We don't know about what yet, but he's pissed off. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Damn, I thought I was going to fall asleep here waiting so long. How you doing?
Great.
Hey, I got a topic for you.
Yeah.
That was a couple weeks ago. This guy got in the death penalty in the electric chair. Remember that?
Yeah, and the flames flying out of his head.
Head caught on fire.
Yeah, I like that. What was wrong with that?
You believe these peckerheads who are trying to come up with new rules now to make sure they don't suffer while they're
Oh, yeah,
dying?
we have to kill them lightly. Don't you remember Monty Python? They talked about killing the frogs lightly. We have to kill these murderers lightly. I say more power to us. I see, let's see the flames shooting out of the top of the building.
I had an argument with the butthead who said she's some kind of something. She feels sorry for the guy.
I don't.
And I do feel sorry for the person he was like doing or something and stabbing in the head. Or
Right,
whatever
that's
the hell
right.
he's doing. I mean, it's like, you know, these people, you don't. She goes, you can't decide for this man if he's going to die or live.
I say, right. He's right. Oh, so he said shot, something like that. He watched the Reds game the other night. We have an open line in Dade, 622-WIOD. We have 2 in Broward, 767-9463. Let's hear from all those bleeding hearts. Let's get a topic going here about the death penalty. That's original. See, that's what happened. I hate to break the news to Walter Sabo and all these other experts who think they know something about this business. The problem with topic radio is that there's only like 10 topics, and they've all been butchered, man. Capital punishment, abortion, the faggots, they're all done. They're all done, baby. They've been twisted and yanked and turned and pulled and chewed and spit out. The liberals against the conservatives and the contrived controversy. Give me a break already, okay? It's dead meat. It's done. It's history. As Mary Schallenberger would say at Pompano Park, it's history. By the way, it's this way, Mary. Here's the finish line over here, sweetheart. It's 11:14 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. About as functional as Al Bundy.
Back at you. God almighty! What a humongous penis. Wow!
I spent $48 last night on that picture screen. Slipping quarters into that X-rated machine.
Loan me $50.
They got a funny-looking guy who carries a mop, and as long as you got cash, you're always on top. Lots of things that vibrate and girly magazines. I'm the master of disaster when it comes to my domain. I choke it, I stroke it, it gets so sore I soak it. I tried, it's hard, I can't rise above it. Arcade's what it is, every time it's 50 cents, but I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. Oh yeah, oh.
I wanted it. I wanted it.
Are you sure?
I wanted it.
11:18 at WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. It's a great Tuesday, man. It is one of the best days of my life. I'll tell you that right now. I can feel it. I can smell it. I can hear it. Thank God it's Tuesday. Did that make me feel better saying that? Yes, as a matter of fact. God didn't have nothing to do with it, but maybe...
Oh, God.
Did. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil, how you doing?
Great.
Hey, on Sunday night, I went over to Bobby Rubino's on Honda Beach Boulevard.
See?
The average age in that joint was 150.
On Hallandale Beach Boulevard.
Yeah.
I'm
Man,
surprised now that they had... I guess these were the people that didn't have their teeth in a glass. Kind of hard to chew those ribs with your gums.
Man, there's a lot of blue hair in that joint.
Uh-huh.
Hey, the other day...
What were you expecting? A bunch of teenagers in Hallandale?
Jesus, man. Hey, the other night, on the Humper show,
yeah,
we had on Denise Potman. Now, why won't that guy come on your show?
Who?
Denise Potman.
I don't want him on his show.
Oh, okay.
We have Rimmer on his show. Who the hell wants Denise? Well, we can have the Rim Man.
That's a good reason. I was actually going to QAM. Hey.
What is it?
I was actually going to QAM, but I guess now I know, huh? And when's your first day over there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's last
Probably either October 1st or January 1st, one or the other.
Either way,
whichever comes first.
Eternity.
Huh?
Either way, I follow you from here to eternity.
Okay, pal.
One more thing.
Jess?
I want to thank my friend Victor for picking up my pillow yesterday, and I want to call him a douchebag.
Okay. Hasta que es mitas.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
Are we going to have a home ice advantage or what?
Don't look good.
Doesn't look good, huh?
Don't look good, man.
Oh,
we better pray for a miracle.
Hey, is George going with you over there or what?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So, will you be working for Baldy now?
Huh?
Will you be working for Baldy?
Baldy don't own that station.
Oh, thank God for that.
Baldy's got nothing to do with what in spite of, don't get influenced by this Barry Jackson guy.
Good.
Baldy ain't going to try to control what I say, okay?
Oh, that's very good then. I'll be listening to you over there.
Okay, pal.
Take care, Neil.
Arrivederci. Wow. Emotional. They're emotional, man. They're all worked up. They're going wherever I'm going. They're following me like the Pied Piper. We have an open line in Dade, 6229463, like the Pied Viper. And speaking of that, by the way, here's some schmaltz. Real schmaltz for Pesach in Italiano. Remember, in Godfather 3, Joey Zaza was standing in the doorway, and they were all singing this, and he started going, da-da-da-da-da-da, and all of a sudden they all stopped, and held their breath. They held it, and their breath, too. And then Connie, she's always the one. She's got to get the family going. Come on, she starts with the arm. Come on, da-da-da-da-da-da, and they all start, doing it again. We have two open lines in Brown. I'll tell you, Godfather 3, for all the bad acting in it, is still a great movie, and you must see it, and the Pope still has a bad glass of tea, okay? A glass of tea. Come on, Pope. Have a little tea here. And it was the last one, but boy, it went down smooth. Two open lines in Broward, kind of like the Altar Boys. 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Neil. How you doing?
Buenos
dias.
Got a quick pork report for
Buona
you.
mattina, see?
Southbound Turnpike between Commercial and Sunrise. He's in the bushes with his radar gun.
All right.
Hey, well, I got you the phone. I got a quick Stu Barnes report for you.
Yes, sir?
My wife had our baby at West Boca Medical Center.
Your wife had Stu Barnes' baby?
No, ours. But the the nurse taking care of her said Stu Barnes stayed in the same room when his wife gave birth.
How do you like that?
And she said he gave...
And may your first child be a masculine child.
And I slept in the same cot as him.
All right.
How about that?
I hope it rubs off.
I definitely did.
I'll see you in Pittsburgh.
Thanks.
Okay, pal. There's a guy on his way to be he's on a way to be a penguin. Beware the penguins. I love that Pepsi spot with the dancing bears, man. That is the best. The best. They're doing the YMCA. They're doing the Village People thing. And the guy says, God help us. You notice he didn't say God help us, did he? I think he said heaven help us. They don't want to say God no spots. Even though, oh no, it wasn't Pepsi. It was, who was it with the spots, with the religion? What was that? Snickers? Was it? Was it the Snickers bar that they were eating in there because they had all the time for all the Getchkis that were coming in there doing the prayers in the locker room? It was Snickers. Love those Snickers bars, man. They'll kill you. Those Snickers ice cream cones, man, those are great too. They'll kill you. But go buy a bunch because we love their spots. We love those heathen spots that have the balls to come on there and just thumb their nose at all this bull crap. 2 open lines in Broward, 767, where they don't have the balls to thumb their nose at anything in Broward. They're thumbing it. Here's Miramar on a mobile. Hello.
Neil.
Yes,
God.
sir. Buenos dias.
Father of Talk Radio?
Yes, I am. The great-grandfather.
Well,
Father's time.
You were talking about the Godfather trilogy, Neil. That's a great experience to stay home and watch all three.
That's right.
And I would do it again. I just rented Mission Impossible, and I've heard so much about it with Tom, the Cruiser Man Cruise.
Oh, no.
And it blew.
Of course. How could you get sucked into that?
I don't know, Neil. It was terrible. What a waste.
Yeah.
What a waste.
Tom Cruise hasn't made a good movie since Jack Nicholson was a child.
Neil, I'd like to say one thing and then get a request.
Yes?
Learning to spell with Darnell, the father of Ebonics.
Yes.
Hear some of him. And in regards to Buddy Bud Paxson, go praise the Lord. Unbelievable.
Okay. God bless you. He just sneezed. We have an open line on the mobile and purple line, pound IOD. Wouldn't that be something if you could say God bless you to somebody, then they would sneeze? Now then you'd accomplish something.
This is Learning to Spell with Darnell. I'll be Darnell Jackson, and today we're going to spell the word broken. Spell it with me now. Broken. B-R-O-K-E-N. Now, let's use it in a sentence. So I says to the coach, I says, man, that bro can show throw a football. This is Learning to Spell with Darnell. I'll be Darnell Jackson.
Yeah, leave it to those people out there in Oakland, California to finally wise America up and make us realize that there happen to be a few illiterate black people out there. Took us a long time to figure that out, but there just might be. Here's Waltham, Massachusetts. Hello.
Neil, how you doing?
Great. Here's Boston.
Yeah. No, I'm a Floridian. I'm just going to school here.
And what major university of higher learning?
Bentley College.
Bentley College, all right.
Yeah.
Now you're talking, one of the 50,000 institutions there in the Boston area.
Yeah, we need a couple of institutions.
Yeah.
Bunch of nuts up here.
Especially for the Cardinal up there. I noticed they even closed down the last strip joint up there in Boston. Everything's getting closed down.
Well, everything's closed. Tattoo parlors.
That's right.
I mean, everything. So they're trying to reform the city. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to them.
Anyway,
if they only knew what was going on at MIT and Cambridge. They're all doing each other.
It's a nutty place.
Yep.
Anyway, I was at the Panther game this weekend up here in Boston.
Sorry to hear that.
I agree with you. Can't cheer when there's nothing to cheer for.
Oh, that was pathetic. That was one of the all-time worst. That performance Saturday, and then Chris Wells get that bonehead spearing penalty and a game misconduct, which takes that one slot on the, which he shouldn't have been in the lineup anyway, but takes that slot on the lineup and just vacates it. And now what do we got? We got Kirk Muller, a dead man out there.
What is what's the story? I mean, was this team going out there just looking for fights, or what was the story? 2 minutes into the game, we had a 5-minute major.
Well, if you're not playing good, at least to beat the crap out of them. That's, just like Eric at the end of that game last night. They lost the game, so he figures at least I'll get Ulf Samuelson and give him a cheap shot and put his ass on the ice. And nice going, Eric.
Jovanovski killed, I forgot who it was that he was fighting.
Odgers, was it?
I think it was Millette, maybe.
Oh, yeah, right.
Killed the guy. Guy came off the ice.
Well, it's about time Eddie won a fight with somebody.
Hey?
Eddie can't even win a fight with his girlfriend lately.
At least they got on the plane in Logan having accomplished a win at something.
That's right.
So, anyway...
we're hanging on by our thumbnails, man.
It's not looking good.
I think we're borrowing Stu Barnes from Pittsburgh for tomorrow night's game, just for the hell of it.
And Neil, I was just getting used to all those stupid flags on the cars down in Florida.
Yeah.
Not going to last too long.
Don't have to worry about too many of those right now, man. There's about 3 of them left.
Tell that guy they should sell it with the matzo, real discount.
Okay.
All right?
Don Sweeney is God.
You got it.
See ya, pal.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Here's a call from Waltham, Mass. What a great place that is, Boston, huh? They can't screw that city up no matter how hard they try. That's a place. Quincy Market. And what else? Quincy Market and Quincy Market. I guess that's basically all that's left. Everything else is gone. Adventure Car Hop, that's gone. Arnie Ginsberg is gone. Jerry Williams, they relegated to the weekends at RKO. No more Dick Syatt with that stupid dating show. No more nothing. Boston used to be so great. It used to have schmaltz. Now it's like, basically, that's it. Quincy Market. And you know something? The food there, they got good fried clam strips. You like fried clams? Oh, boy, they got good ones up there. They got good chowder. But you have to say chowder.
Chowder.
Chowder. No, not good. That was the spick. That was the spick version of it, okay? Chowder. And don't believe it when George says he knows nothing, okay? He's lying to you. We have an open line in Dade, 622-9463. I want to tell you right now, we haven't had so much good times in a long time. We haven't had this much of a good time in years, in ages. Because the last year after they sold this joint last May, that was the worst year of my life and everybody else, and Phil Henry almost blew his brains out. That was a bad several months. And then it got really worse because then the sale took place. And we had the honeymoon period, which lasted about 5 minutes. And we thought, oh, boy, isn't this going to be great? And I refused to listen to what everybody else told me. And guess what? They were all right. 11:28 at WIOD. Let me
610 WIOD.
Turd. You don't have to wear that dress tonight. You ain't short of money. Come up looking like some reject transvestite. Right, man. You don't have to show off for all your fans. Right, man. Please don't aim your foot at my pecans. You don't want to kick me in my pecans. You don't want to
like it. 11:33 at WIOD, the Dennis Rodman fan club, and the fact that there are people who actually admire him and like him and recognize him as a human being is kind of a frightening thought, ain't it? Dear God. Oh, he said it again. 2 open lines in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD. Don't play that.
Freak Show!
Here's Miami. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You with me?
I'm with you.
Oh, hey, good afternoon to you.
Buenos morning.
Okay, great. Wish you all the best luck in your move.
Thanks.
Okay, I've been following you since the days of Zeta.
All right.
We used to have fun there, huh?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. What happened with that? How come we moved away from there?
How come we moved away from there?
Yeah. Please.
Because we moved away from there because life goes on, like as in a lot more money.
Oh, is that what the deal is?
There you go.
Good for you.
Show me that money, baby.
Yeah.
Show me the color of it, like in real green.
Right?
Real bright green.
But you used to play the radio and play the music, and it was a lovely thing.
Neil wakes me up in the morning.
Remember that?
Wakes me up with a
Absolutely.
Of course you do. Those were the good old days, man.
Yeah, because you know how to play music, and how come we're sticking on AM? FM didn't want nothing to do with you, huh?
It's the money, baby. Like I said, they got the big bucks, and I'm there to say, yes, I'll take it. Thank you so much. Where do I sign?
I absolutely agree with you there.
Amen. Take it to the bank.
Anyhow, up in Detroit, the FM, they got talk show with Don and Mike there.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know how they get away with paying them. Those guys make money too?
Don and Mike?
Yeah.
About $150 a week.
Okay. Well, in Detroit, that's good money.
Call us pussies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Neil, I just want to say hello and wish you good luck and everything.
Okay.
And keep in touch.
Okay.
And keep that vet in between the ditches.
Okay.
God bless.
See ya. Open line of Dave.
Call us pussies.
Don and Mike. Remember those great days?
We rip off Rick and Sud.
Yeah, well, we know that.
Call us pussies.
That phone booth challenge. Remember that? The telephone booth challenge? Oh, man. I mean, talk about a cheap ripoff. I mean, when you're ripping off Rick and Suds, what is that? What is that? Ripping off payphone challenge and calling it telephone booth challenge or something like that. And then having some guy like in Jacksonville, South Carolina. I love all these syndicated shows that are on these big markets. They all seem to gravitate to Jacksonville, South Carolina. There must be something there that I don't know about. Must be really good. Like rednecks. Here's West Palm Beach. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Great.
I guess that means everybody in Detroit must live in a trailer, huh?
They're probably number one. They're number one in Taylor, Michigan. I guarantee you that. They're number one in Taylor, Don and Mike. That's what I just heard.
Call us pussies.
Okay.
Neil.
Yeah.
Well, I guess when you move, we're going to have to do a new game show, Learning a New Spiel with Neil.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
Meaning what? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just ramble.
Rhyme's good, though.
Anyways, the thing with the guy with the flame shooting out of his head.
Yeah.
What they should have done is they should have gave the parents a cigar and let him light it off the top of his head.
All right.
You know,
I like
I sympathize with these people.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he's dead. Anyways, have a nice Tuesday.
But are you sure? Are you sure? Let's crank it up again just to make sure. Okay, pal.
A few more flames.
That's it. A few more flamers. Okay, we have an open line on the out-of-town line, the worldwide line, the Palm Beach line, the AudioNet line, the et cetera line, 1-888-474-9463. We have an open line at Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD on a magnificent Tuesday. Don't tell me Mary's potchking around with that log again, is she? Oh, my God. Are we ever going to resolve this log today? This is the 85th copy of this log today. Even Abe Lincoln never saw so many logs. Even John Holmes never saw so many. Here's Tamarack. Hello.
Is that me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, compadre.
Hey, compadre. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's schmaltzy stuff, man.
Hey, listen. Is there going to be any kind of waiting period?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go.
Hey, compadre.
Get the calzone. Okay, so anyway.
So listen. Is there going to be any waiting period between this and QAM or what?
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
That remains to be determined.
Oh. Hey, you know, I've been
TBA.
with the Battle of the Talk Show hosts.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell you, I love you, man.
Okay. We have an open line in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Thank God that he called. I'm going to keep saying that just for that one guy that thinks that he's out of the religious closet. He's trying to make the big step. He took the big step. He went and saw a movie, saw The Godfather. I didn't know no Godfather. I love that guy. I love that Frankie Pentangeli. Even if he does sleep with the fishes, I love Frankie Pentangeli. He was great. That scene was so great. Yeah, they said Michael Corleone did this, and Michael Corleone did that, and I said, okay, sure. That was great. We have an open line on the out-of-town line, 1-888-474-946. I mean, if you haven't seen The Godfather, it's sitting there waiting for you right now, you dummies. It's sitting there waiting for you right at the, where's my movie thing here? It's still playing. I checked it out just to make sure that you bastards can still go. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for a personal hand-engraved invitation for crying out loud? Where is it? Where's my movie thing? Where's the movie guide for Data County, huh? And how come it ain't playing in Broward? What's it with that? Let's see. Data County. It's at the GCC Intracoastal 8, 3701 Northeast 163rd in North Miami Beach. Right there on Nevada. Godfather today, noon, 3:35 and 7:10. 3 showings. What do you be waiting for? How can you understand what the hell we're talking about? All these great schmaltzy lines. All these great schmaltzy characters. You don't know Mo Green from Uranus unless you've seen The Godfather. And if you don't know Mo Green, you don't know squat. I mean, what the hell is that all about? People that think that they know something about life and they haven't seen The Godfather? My favorite line in the whole movie is when Mo Green said,
"For Christ's sake, I only had one eye."
Here's a mobile in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hi, it's Bill. I just moved to Florida, and I love it here. I just want to tell you I'm really enjoying your show.
Thank you so much, Bill.
I moved here from the West Coast, and there's only two things that kind of bother me. I have more NASCAR news than I've ever had in my life.
Oh, God. Well, that's the Yahoo factor, man. You got to factor that in.
And I'm getting a little freaked out about the prospect of Monday Night Football starting at 9 o'clock at night on the East Coast. I guess not much productivity going on Tuesday mornings in the East Coast.
That's for damn sure. And, of course, the fact that it starts 9 o'clock on the East Coast, it gives them a good solid 3 hours to tailgate and get plastered out of their mind so that if you do happen to go to a game on a Monday night, forget it, you'll never get out of there alive. That's right.
Well, I just enjoy your show and keep up the good work.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
God bless you.
And God bless you, man. As Tiny Tim said, what did Tiny Tim say anyway in Christmas Carol, huh? What the hell did Tiny Tim say that was such a big deal?
Through the tulips with me.
But I don't think you've got to be saying it no more. Come on, one more time, Tiny Tim.
Tiptoe through the tulips with me.
Oh, too late. Open line in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Ebenezer Scrooge, I think he had the right idea. Forget the matzah, that's what he said. He said, let's eat something goyish like a Christmas goose. You know what I always said, don't ever pass up a Christmas goose. In fact, last Christmas we had somebody in here.
I wanted it.
But I didn't get it. Here's Coral Springs, hello.
That's up for Christmas goose. That's
Uh-huh.
incredible. Listen, I was on the internet last night.
Yes?
And I found something here. I have it on tape right now. I think you may be able to hear it. I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay, Phil Henry, I bet.
No?
Better than that? Herb Oscar Anderson.
Absolutely.
WABC.
ABC.
It's chime time, baby. WABC. Hello again. Here's my best to you. Now, there was a guy who was like the Carl DeSouza of New York.
But he's got 41 seconds of him singing hello again.
Oh, my God. That just it makes my sphincter twitch.
They also have on there a thing when Roby Young was fired.
Yeah.
That he was on the air spreading the thing about the Beatles being dead.
Yeah.
And then they came in and they said to him, "You're off the air," and he was gone like that.
All right. I'm waiting for that. I mean,
so you can collect a big fat check.
A big fat one, right.
I'm telling you.
I'll never get that lucky, man. I'll never get paid for 5 minutes for not working. I'll just never get that lucky.
No, I've never had that either. You'll give you 2 weeks notice and you're gone.
Right.
They always make me work to the last.
Till the last miserable second. They squeeze the last ounce of energy, the last blood out of the rock.
Absolutely. And you try to be productive, and no matter how productive you are, the bastards will always say, "He didn't do this."
No, that's right. That's right. He fudged his way through, so to speak.
Well, you're going to have to change from what it said in the paper today, you're going to have to change your Larry King thing to say, "Loan me $500.
There you go. Have a great day,
Have a
pal.
good one.
See ya. We have an open line in Dade, 622-9463. We have one in Broward, 767-9463. Thanks to Ellie Brecher and, what's his name there? That putz, Barry Jackson, for all the free publicity, even if most of the info was inaccurate. But who cares? It's the Herald. Or are they running spots on our station? Like I said, we love the Herald. Not running no spots on this show. Not that they're petty or that they hold a grudge, but they don't run no spots on the Neil Rogers show, and I'm proud of that. We may have Dianetics, we may have L. Ron Hubbub, but we sure don't have the freaking Miami Herald on this show. Thank the Lord for that. Thank God. Thank Dick Capon for that. Remember Dick Capon? There's a guy. Dick Capon used to be the publisher, the editor, whatever the hell he was. Another Farbissinagoy, Dick Capon. He was one of the crusaders against casino gambling, like that whole family out there who happened to be in bed with Mickey Harrison and his cruise ships where gambling is okay. It's kosher on the cruise ships. It's a sin if it's in town. Just keep that in mind. Because the cruise ships, of course, happen to be over there by the Port of Miami, which is right by the Herald Building, One Herald Plaza, and they're going to make a lot of money when they clean up that whole area. Their property value is going to go skyrocketing, which will not offset the downgrading of Knight Ridder stock, but too bad. They'll squeak their way through. How's Alva Chapman doing, Ted? We have an open line at Broward, 767-9463, 767. I've been in this town 21 years. I've seen him come and go. I've seen the mediocrity. I've seen the cesspool of politics. I've seen the corruption, the bullcrap. I've seen the old people running this town. I've seen the just destroying everything that might have been good, like spring break, for example, chasing everybody out under the age of 100 out of this town. I've seen it. I've seen all those crazy old Cubans out there in Domino Park playing with their dominoes and singing La Bamba. And then when they hear the wrong music on the radio, dropping La Bamba every now and then here and there. And by the way, I can smell that stinky cigar all the way through in here. You know who that's going to upset? Roy! And we don't want to leave on a bad note with him, do we?
It's not stinky. This is a great cigar.
It does smell very good, by the way. It's coming right through the vents. Oh, what a machaya. I think it's the cigar. Ooh, maybe it's Fat Boy again. 11:45 at WIOD. Boy, talk about Yenta. He was in here this morning. Bop, 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 bop. Wow. He is just wound up like a damn, tighter than a snare drum. And he's gonna die. I'm telling you, he's gonna die unless he stops eating.
Any minute now.
Any minute now, we're gonna have a report that Fat Boy just croaked. Unless you stop eating. Stop shoveling all that, stuff down your gullet, will you? Down your Gulliver. By the way, let's just play the soundtrack from A Clockwork Orange on the air now. Huh? Speaking of me, Gulliver. I wonder how his snake is coming. Anyway, Basil. It's 11... What?
Basil.
Right. Basil like Beethoven. Anything with a B. As in beat somebody up. 11:45 at WIOD.
610 WIOD. Hey, you've done worse.
Holy cow, Aaron's coming.
There go those damn bears again.
What's this hoopla about? I said, Ellen. They said that you're coming out. I said, Ellen. Critics, just shut your mouth. There's no need to be offended, Ellen. There's no need for suspense. I said, Ellen, you are really intense about women in the biblical sense, and the whole wide world will know it.
Just lick 'em.
You came right out and you're proud to be gay. You came right out and you are proud to be gay.
All right.
Don't worry, Butch, it won't hurt your career. Elton John has gone both ways for years. Out of the closet, you are proud to be gay. Jagger and Bowie did it, proud to be gay. I'm real NBS, as jealous can be, 'cause you'll still get more chicks than me. Katie, please stop singing the blues. I said, Katie, did you hear the good news? I said, Ellen.
Oh my God.
Wearing comfortable shoes, but you got to know this one thing, Ellen. It's never all by yourself. I hear Sandra Bernhardt's come off the shelf. She'll do anything to get her all to herself. Even fight Melissa Etheridge. In Liberace singing proud to be gay. Of course this Greg Lougain is proud to be gay. Madonna, we know, plays both sides of the fence. Jim J. Bullock hardly makes any sense. But anyways, they are proud to be gay. How about a hand for RuPaul? Proud to be gay. Ellen, Ellen, when you're out on the air. Ellen, Ellen, don't spit out pubic hair. Proud to be gay.
Well, congratulations. Get a life.
Proud to be gay.
11:52 at WIOD. That sure fit in there reasonable, nice and tight, didn't it? We have an open line at Broward, 767-9463-767 WIOD. We got a pair on the green lines, the out-of-town lines, the worldwide audio net lines, which the Paxson people pay for. Keep those babies going. 1-888-474-9463. 1-888. So we get any rumors about the Ron and Ron meeting that's going on, that big powwow? Still going on? Okay, we'll keep our ears to the grindstone. Here's Miami Beach on a mobile. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great.
They can send Ron and Ron back to Tampa for all I'm concerned.
How about Clearwater?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just calling.
With or without the Virgin Mary?
Just calling to wish you good luck at QAM.
Thank you, sir. I don't think I'll need any luck. I think it's going to be a piece of cake. I think it's going to be great. They're wonderful people. They've been very nice to me, and, it's going to be fine.
Yeah. Listen,
I mean, these are not people who dabble in radio as kind of a sideline in the middle of like 8 million other businesses, and maybe one day they're in and the next day they're out, and they're trading them like baseball cards. These are people who've been in the business a long time and plan on being in it for a long time, and have got a commitment to it. And you don't have to worry if, like, maybe tomorrow, if His Highness wakes up on the wrong side of bed, they're going to, turn your life upside down. It ain't going to be that way over there.
Exactly. Well, that's great. Nothing but the best, Neil.
Thanks.
Listen, you had a caller a little while ago that said he slept in the same cot as Stu Barnes.
Right, but not at the same time.
Yeah, I know that guy. I'll bet he paid the nurses to sniff the sheets.
Probably.
Take care, Neil. You're
Okay, pal. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Okay. We have an open line on the mobile one line, the mobile one purple line, pound IOD. We have one in Broward, 767-9463, 767 WIOD. What, they just disconnected the Palm Beach lines? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to us, would they? Of course not. Here's Wayne, who's still pissed off about his check, by the way. You ever get that straightened out?
No, I have to call her. She called and wanted me to call her.
That bitch. Yeah, get that bitch straightened out over there. Keep shorting your check, Wayne. Who the hell does she think she is, playing fast and loose with your money?
That fucking bitch.
And by the way, my good friend Matt at the bank yesterday told me astonishing numbers about how many customers I've gotten over that place. I mean, astonishing. We have more than, amazing. So anyway, Matt, where's my commission? I'll take it out and trade, pal. Love my buddy Matt Kershoff over there at Family Bank at the Sawgrass. There's a guy, one of our fine sponsors, by the way. There's a guy that anybody would like to shake his hand. Now, let's see. What is this? Here's the new possible replacements. Let's take a poll on this. Joey Reynolds, 10-2. Now we're talking.
Jeb Bush.
Oh, that was the wrong one, but it fit right in.
I am that hemorrhoid.
There it was. Linda Energy and a physician. That would be good. That would be great. They could peddle some good stuff here between 10 and 2. Ann Bishop doing Girl Talk. Philip Michael Thomas, Psychic Vice. Don Shula and Chuck Dowdle doing Sports Talk. Yahoo. Chuck Dowdle, boy, oh boy, that's frightening. What a Yahoo he was. Morton Downey Jr. without the bad haircut, it says. Joe Gersten doing Smoke This. And Janet Reno, Tall Girls Need Love Too. Not too bad. So here you go. Jim Dunlap, Jim Murdoch, Rick Shaw, and a whole bunch of Morris McLemore, Wayne Ferris. All the old farts. Glenn Rinker, all making a big comeback.
Wonderful WQAM.
Would you stop playing that? Damn it. 11:56 at WIOD. We have two open... Oh, I run my own board? Well, don't tell them. Two open lines on the out-of-town lines. 1-888-474-9463. 1-888-474-WIOD. Get the call letters right. 610-WIOD. Let's say it. 610-WIOD. Oops, just dropped my copy. Sorry. Dropped it on the floor. One moment, please. Oh, God.
It's high noon in the Sunshine State. I'm William Robert Milford III with news from 610 WIOD, brought to you by Dianetics. The hot lead flew through the streets and the blood flowed in the gutters this morning in Key West. A fired bartender started shooting up rum runners. One man dead, one critical, two other customers walking wounded. Cops have the shooter. A helicopter crashed first thing this morning at Palm Beach International Airport. South Florida Water Management District's copter crashed at the airfield. Pilot was talking to the tower when something went wampus. The helo is an Aerospatiale. I used to be able to say it. Aerospatiale A300. Good bird. They got 5 injured, all serious at St. Mary's in West Palm. Are you a nail tech? Do you know someone who is? Did they go to the Artistic Nail Academy in Pembroke Pines? Well, guess what? They might not be a real nail tech. In fact, the state may have suspended their license and about 1,500 others for not meeting state standards like, I don't know, like a course requirements. They got a bogus diploma, in other words. County Commission really serious about fighting graffiti in Dade County. They want to ban the sale of spray paint and broad tip markers. One commissioner, this is somebody you voted for, mind you, he says that graffiti causes crime. Yeah. And what's with the state highway department? What a bunch of bozos. They got crews out cutting grass on the Palmetto Expressway today. All the nooks and crannies, right? And these idiots don't even bother picking up trash before they start mowing and weed whacking. So instead of big pieces of trash, what do they got? Lots of little pieces flying everywhere. How stupid can you get? Mix of clouds and sunshine this afternoon up to 82. Partly cloudy tonight, 71 for a low. Right now it is 78 degrees. When life becomes a battleground, your mind is your best weapon. Read more about it in L. Ron Hubbard's world-acclaimed book, Dianetics. Available at 120 Geraldo in Coral Gables. I'm William Robert Milford III with news on 610 WIOD. Here's Sky Spy traffic. Hello, Sky Spy traffic. Well, it's lunchtime. Everybody's going to lunch. It's going to be slow in all the usual places. More Sky Spy traffic later on 610 WIOD.
Moral purity is good. Starting tomorrow. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Nobody repulses you more.
They sold this radio station. Now the future is in doubt. We've been talking about Paxson ever since Cox pulled out. Now we'll work for Paxson. The man's a millionaire. Gonna work for Paxson. He's like Wayne with more hair. You might think that it's a bummer.
Oi!
When Phil Hendry's gone.
Okay.
Say goodbye to Aaron Summers. Say hi to Ron and Ron. They're gonna work for Paxson.
Are you?
That's a matter of fact. They're gonna work for Paxson. But Neil ain't changing his act. Paxson's a born-again Christian.
Roy!
Righteous as he can be. He wants to change the station's letters to WGOD. Now we'll work for Paxson. Paxson. He's the brand new boss. Paxson. We're gonna work for Paxson. Paxson will make the sign of the cross.
Eli's coming. That's a first. 12:04 WIOD. Happy Tuesday to you. We have an open line in Dade. Boy, the hallways are just ablaze with rumor and innuendo and ba 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 ba. In fact, that's going to be the new. We're just going to have 24 hours. Get a 90 share easy. Just get a cassette recorder going in the hallway, man. You'll have enough material for another 5,000 shows. Ba 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 ba. They're all guessing and speculating, and this one's coming back, and this one's going here. And I think the bottom line is Jim Reilly is going to be doing a show. Really. Open line in Dade, 622-WIOD, 2 on the out-of-town lines, 1-888-474-9463, 1-888-474-WIOD. Here's Coral Gables. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you be?
Great.
Neil, just wanted to say I enjoy your show, and I'm going to follow you down the dial, and also have a shameless request for a prison bitch.
Okay, I'll see if we can get a hold of her. 2 open lines in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD on No Request Tuesday. Here's Dadeland. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Great.
I heard the news. You're moving up. Yeah, no, it's amazing how times have changed.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm like the Jeffersons, man. We're moving on up.
There you go. I heard when I called in,
to the light side.
Yeah, I called in the office. I was trying to get the new number because I knew you guys had changed the number. And I heard that Glenn Hill was trying to apply for the new position there at the IOD.
Hey, that's a good idea. There you go, the bird.
Yeah, bring back the bird.
I'd like to leave him with the bird. That sounds good to me.
That's it. And all we need is stay in with is Don Johnson. And Neil, can you do one thing for me before you go?
Can't do it, Pally.
Can't do it?
Can't do it, Don.
There you go. Have a good one. Good luck. And I hope you make many millions.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
See ya. Me too. Dade County's open, 622-9463. 622-WIOD is in all 3 lines in Dade, which is quite a predicament for those of us who are here. It is. Here's Miramar. Hello. Miramar.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Okay.
Hey, I just want to say that you have a great show, and I'll follow you wherever you go. And Aaron Summers sucked, and Brooke Daniels sucked, and Ron and Ron.
Yeah.
Ron and Ron suck.
A lot of sucking going on, man.
Everybody sucks except for you and Phil Henry. You know?
Okay.
You and Phil Henry were number 1.
I just heard a rumor he's coming back.
Huh?
Not. Yes.
Oh, right. I also have a shameless request.
Okay.
Donald Duck getting his balls, you know.
Donald Duck on No Request Tuesday?
Come on, please.
Oh, my God. Are you serious about that?
Yeah, the Donald Duck getting his, you know, that Donald Duck song.
I don't think I can find it.
Oh, my God. It feels so good. Oh, yeah. Oh, slow down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. Play with my balls. Play with my balls. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around. It's so good. Oh, my God. I love it when you... Uh-oh, slow down. Don't move. I'll go get you a towel.
We have 2 open lines in Dade, 622-9463. We have 1 in Broward, 767-9463. We got the out-of-town lines going. We got everything just sitting here waiting for you. And where are the women today? Where are the women today? We had 1, I believe, in 2 hours and 6 minutes and 59 seconds, but who's counting? 1 woman. Is that Neil on there again, belly aching about the fact that the women will not pick up that instrument? They're picking it up, but I'm afraid they're doing something with it, and they're too busy for us. They won't pick that thing up and give us a call on this momentous day when Ellie Brecher, I guess she's the only woman in town that really is all worked up about this. Ellie Brecher, if she only had a life, she'd find something else to write about. Here's Plantation. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you're tired of hearing this, but I'm going to follow you, too, when you go to this other station.
Yes, to this other station, yes.
Yeah, right. And also, I'm tired of...
Yeah.
I'm tired of these bleeding hearts calling about the electric chair and, what a fire it was. I hope that they take the next guy and turn him upside down and let the flames come out of his other head.
Rectum.
That's all I want to say. Thanks.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, there's a gentleman who has no opinions. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. We have 1 in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD. I sure hope the audience down that other joint is a lot less recalcitrant and a lot more active and hyper and moving and doing it. I sure have a feeling that it'll be the same people and they'll still be acting the same. Here's Miami on a mobile. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. First-time caller.
Buenos afternoon to you.
I have a question for you and a shameless request.
Yes?
When you do finally make your move, are you taking all your cards with you, or are we going to have the same bits, or do they belong to the station?
No, we're taking all the stuff that belongs to me, which is a lot of it.
That's great.
Right.
I have a request on one of them. Is that
Yes, sir.
possible?
Well, you're doing a request? Oh, we got a bad connection. See, the first guy calls with the Donald Duck thing. I told you yesterday and again today. We just did all requests on Friday. All requests all day on Friday. And now all of a sudden again, because these people have got no material, we've got important stuff going on like that bullet train. We've got heavy-duty topics here like Neil bought a bra and it was too big for me. He had to go back to pennies. And these people, all they want is stupid requests, okay? That's not the meat and potatoes that people want to pay big bucks for a stinking talk show, okay? We're going to have to get Walter Sabo on the phone and find out a good topic to carry us all the way up to 2 o'clock if you don't people get with it. You follow what I'm saying? No? 2 open lines in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Everybody's an expert in this business. How many years have I been telling you that? Everybody's a consultant. Everybody's a program director. Everybody's an expert. They all know how to really do it. They know how to go on there, get a 20 share, get those peaks of 20 shares. I'm pretty peaked just thinking about it. Here's Fort Lauderdale on a, whatever. Hello?
Neil.
Yes, sir.
What's up? This is Jacob's brother.
It's who?
You know Jacob?
Jacob's brother?
Yeah.
I know Jacob's ladder.
You know Jacob, though?
Yes, I do know Jacob very well.
You like him?
We have a very good relationship, yes.
You do? Well,
well, let me ask you this. What's not to like?
Everything.
Like what?
Like everything.
Okay.
I don't know. If you like him, that's cool, but...
What's wrong with Jacob? He seems like a reasonable young man.
No, he's reasonable.
With a nice earring in his ear?
Yeah, nice earring in his ear.
It's a lovely earring, yeah.
He's got earrings in both ears, though.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think I'm figuring it out.
All right, I talked to him, and he wants me to get a shameless request for him because he can't get to the phone right now.
So here we go.
He wants Neil God.
Here we go. Okay, give him a big kiss for me, okay?
All right, and can I call someone
No
a douchebag?
chance. Yeah.
Johnell, you're a flaming douchebag.
Darnell, okay, have a great life and give Jacob a big kiss, and I'm not playing it again. Every time he calls, he wants to hear that same thing. Come on, Jacob, get with it. Maybe we can work something out. We have all the Broward lines open, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Let's see, we got Matt waiting because of all that money I brought into his bank over there. Then we got Jacob waiting for that request. And then, of course, you know who else is waiting in the wings?
I wanted it.
Yeah. CT. Formerly known, the production assistant formerly known as JC, now known as...
I wanted it.
CT. I mean, what is that? He can't even come in here and sit around and eat free lunch like we had the other day for him? We had a free meal in here for him. Wouldn't come in here. He was afraid the wrong things were going to be eaten. Here's a mobile in Boca. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing
Like
today?
I said, the right things. Yes, sir.
No requests, sir.
Good. No, let's nip this thing in the bud. It's like a disease here all of a sudden. It's spreading.
Let's end it.
Even Kathy Willits never saw anything spread like this.
I am so excited. There is such a great, fresh feeling here in sunny South Florida.
Is there really?
Yes.
There is in my life, I'll tell you that.
We've got a great baseball team. We've got a fantastic hockey team. Although they're doing okay, sort of okay right now.
Yeah.
But we've got a great football team, everything. And best of all, Neil Rogers is moving to a radio station that's you're just going to be great there. I have one question for you.
Yes.
Is there going to be a lot of friction with a lot of the hosts there? I'm not probably
Based on what?
Well, I know
You've been reading too much Barry Jackson, I think.
Well, maybe Boog and Chris Moore and
Well, let me ask you, when are they going to be on?
Well, I know you say your highs and buys and you do your show, and that's basically, the extent of the relationship. But I mean, are they friendly towards you in general?
Yes, they are.
Oh, well, that's
to
good.
my face.
Okay.
Everybody's friendly to your face. I see them at the games all the time. At the hockey games, always friendly to my face. Even Denise Potvin is friendly to my face.
Right.
Even though he runs around telling everybody else what an asshole I am, he's very friendly to my face. So as long as people are friendly to your face, you kind of store it away in the back of your mind, and you know what the score really is, and you just go in and you do your thing, you take your check and say thank you very much, and you go home. And then you have a real life.
I'm sure that they all feel a little bit intimidated that Mr. Neil Rogers is coming over there.
Not from what I gather. I understand that they're pretty much, all jumping for joy.
Well, wait until you get on there. I'm sure you'll...
And if they're not, too bad. Like Bo Griffin. I don't know about those spy reports from Power. Very early in the morning this morning, we had 2 spy reports that Bo Griffin was on there, hocking and shining, and bop, 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 bop. And who knows? Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. Maybe she said what they said she said, and maybe she did not say what they said she said. Maybe she said what she said was something different than what they said what she said. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't. How the hell do I know? I don't listen to that station anyway. Just because I'm going to work for Beasley, I'm going to start listening to Power 96? Are you kidding me?
No.
I mean, that'll be the day. That'd be like my listening to Hot 105 because I used to work for Cox. That would be like my listening to the Light Bulb because I work for Paxson. And see, that's part of the thing with this company. That would be like I'm going to work for Beasley, I'm going to start listening to Kiss. I love country music. I mean, give me a break. I would listen to Kiss if they held a shotgun to my head. Give me a break. Two open lines in Broward, 7679463. Two on the out-of-town lines, 1-888-474-WIOD. You know,
610 WIOD.
Neil God.
She gained acclaim with her breakout performance in The People vs. Larry Flint. Now, Courtney Love takes the theater by storm, appearing in the classics at the Seattle Repertory Playhouse. See her riveting performance as Lady Macbeth in The Scottish Play.
Is this the dagger I see before me?
As Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire.
I've always relied on the kindness of strangers. Sucker!
And of course, St. Joan by George Bernard Shaw.
Get that torch away from me, you sucking bastards!
Yes, Courtney Love plays the classics this spring at the Seattle Repertory Playhouse.
Yeah. Get out of my face.
Order your tickets today.
Son of a mother.
1218 at WIOD. We have an open line in Dade, 6229463. We have a pair in Broward, 7679463, 767-WIOD. Here's Miami. Hello.
And interest rate protection.
Okay, and have a great day. Two open lines in Dade, 622-WIOD. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
Not too much, pal.
I heard you're going to another radio station.
That what you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is that true?
Yeah.
Which station? Hello?
What is that?
It's a saw. I do construction.
Yeah, you're kind of erecting it?
I'm erecting.
Yeah, I believe it.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Joe?
Joe who?
Joe Mama.
Yeah, Joe Mama my ass. We have an open line in Dade. Boy, that's good. That's really good, man. I bet you all those guys back there are yanking it. Sawing it. Open line in Dade, 6229463. Two in Broward, 7679463, 767-PUTS. Here's a mobile in Boca. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I don't get it. I mean, you got a whole bunch of money, you buy a radio station, and what are you buying? You're buying just the license, or you get rid of all the personnel.
Yeah.
What the heck did he buy?
I don't know.
I guess the first item of evidence should be his letter of recommendation to you, and the second item should be the contract, the silly one that he wanted you to sign.
It's done. There's nothing to talk about, and it's all over with. In spite of the fact that some people in this company are still in denial, it's over. It's history. The 30th of September at the latest will be the last day that I work for Paxson Broadcasting. Period. Under any circumstances, they could pay me $5 million a year, and I wouldn't work for them beyond that date. There is no chance. There isn't a Chinaman's chance in hell under any circumstances. Period. It's gone way beyond money, okay? You can't treat people like crap and expect them to turn around and come in with a smile on their face and say, okay, let me have some more, unless they're masochists. Let me have some more of that great treatment. They put me through a torture of horrors for 3 solid months of bullcrap, and I got news for you. Nobody deserved it. Absolutely nobody deserved that. And these people this is still in their mind the way you do business, which is why everything that's gone down the pike since they bought this place, from the Dolphins to Defoe to Mandage to Bojangles to me, and there'll be lots more, I'm sure, on the way out the door.
It seemed like that was his plan, though. That's what kills me.
Well, he sure had a very circuitous way of doing it.
Well...
All they had to do if they wanted to plan was say, hey, guess what? We don't want you hanging around. We don't like what you do. And go find another gig, and we'll come to a mutual arrangement. Fine. We'll pack you a salami sandwich. Great, thank you.
I can see clearly
No problem
now,
at all.
By Johnny Nash, I can see clearly now.
Yeah.
I'd like to dedicate that to Bud from Nels. Oh!
Okay, here you go. I can see clearly now in Italiano.
Incredible.
Roy!
Oh my God.
Just lick him.
Oh yeah, there he is, standing right there. Johnny, what's his name?
Appleseed?
Johnny Appleseed, doing the Italian Johnny Appleseed. We have an open line in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk to you about your favorite sport.
Joey Zaza, George, is who I was thinking of. But yes, what is that?
Is it hockey?
Yeah.
Your favorite sport?
Yes.
Every time I try to watch it, they're always dropping the gloves and going at it. When are they gonna cut the crap?
Meaning what? Oh, bad phone. Bad phone.
Oh well.
Oh well. Guess what? Here's my suggestion for you, pal. Don't watch it. We have an open line on the purple line, pound ID, real pussy, okay? Too many fights in there, too many fights. Yeah, I got news for it. Compared to like baseball where they stand there scratching their crotch for an hour and a half in between every pitch. These baseball games, the season's only like 6 or 7 games into it, and already the average time of the game is like 3 3/4 hours. How long can you sit there before you go into a coma? I mean, talk about ponderous, man, freaking ponderous, on and on and on, and all these discussions like that White Sox game I was talking about the other day. The Tiger White Sox game on Saturday must have lasted 98 hours. Just went on for an eternity. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I know you're fed up with talking about your changing radio
I'll talk about whatever you want, pal.
Well,
it's your life.
Just a little here. I know you don't believe in the Bible, and I've always been kind of skeptical myself.
Yes, but here we go. It's the Lord's work.
But there's, you would expect a book 2,000 years old to have a lot of misconceptions.
I know that the Lord even loves Neil Rogers.
Yeah.
But back when
like about the fact that every time there was a storm, it was an act of God. You think that to be written by primitive people who didn't understand what the hell was going on?
Back then, when they thought the earth was written on the back of a turtle, sitting on 2 elephants, in Job it says God is hanging the earth upon nothing.
Yeah.
Just kind of interesting. And also, 2,000 years before.
What does that mean? In other words, you're twisting that and manipulating that to mean whatever the hell you want it to mean.
Well, no.
Oh, look at that! Look how bright they were. Look how brilliant they were.
It's just interesting that. These things are said, and you would.
Here's Mike, who faxes me and says that the best thing about your move to QAM is the fact that none of your listeners will ever have to hear that obnoxious newsreader again. That's what Mike faxes. Yes, sir. Go ahead. What are you trying to say? Are you giving me another one of these religious pitches now?
No,
because you're really wasting the energy, pal. You're pitching the wrong guy.
I'm for an answer here, and I'm
an answer to what?
Listening to you, and
an answer to what?
In the Bible.
An answer to what?
Well, just try to figure out why the Bible is so consistent. I always
consistently full of crap about stoning your disobedient kids to death. Does that sound consistent with a loving God?
Well, wait
the
a
loving
minute
God that kept telling the Jews to go back and finish the job and kill off the men, women, and children that they didn't kill in every town where the Arabs were. Is that a loving God that you're talking about?
I know you disagree with that, but 2,000 years before they discovered the Earth was round.
No, but what you keep talking the same crap. Just paint your bald spot, okay? Get out of here. We have an open line at Dade, 622-9463, 622, like a stuck record. Bop, 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 bop. Hey, listen, just hang your hat on it, okay? And the Bible, too. Oh, my God. Oh, can I say that? Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That other guy will be calling back now. All the religionists are calling today, man. What happened to the, is that on a cart? The Bible says? What is that called? The Boca Brian thing?
Right.
Right what? Oh, it's called Right?
The Bible says.
Yeah, and that's in there under that?
Yeah.
It is not. We have 2 open lines on the out-of-town lines, 1-888-474-9463, 1-888-474-WIOD. I'm just telling you it's not in there, okay? It ain't in there. Here's Aventura. Hello.
Neil.
Welcome to Bible Talk. Yes, sir? Let's go to Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yes,
God.
sir. Yes, I am.
That guy just wanted to know the meaning of life.
Uh-huh.
As in get one.
Yeah, tell him to talk to Monty Python.
Really?
Too much Eric Idle time for that guy.
You were talking about the Pepsi commercials. Those are great.
Yeah. The dancing bears,
Toyota,
man.
Is it the Toyota commercial with the Jap? Nissan.
But what are those spots? What are they?
I don't know. The one where, have you seen the one where the dogs, the guy takes the dog for a ride?
Yeah.
And they kick his ass out?
Uh-huh.
Great commercial. Anyway,
Yeah, but that's the new thing in TV commercials now, is that the commercial has nothing to do with the product.
Exactly.
And you finish watching 30 or 60 seconds, and you think, boy, that was pretty entertaining and amusing, but what does it have to do with, as a matter of fact, what was the product, you know?
Have you seen the Troy Aikman commercial for Brute?
No.
The cologne?
No, I have not.
Oh, great commercial.
She's doing a spot?
He's trying to get rid of his
bald
gay
spot
image.
Yeah. Like Adam Oates. Have you seen the one with Adam Oates where he's sitting in the bar with a hot broad, that NHL spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're really fooling us, Adam.
The Aikman spot, he's playing like a game of pickup football.
Yeah.
No pads, it's just a bunch of people playing.
He's picking it up.
And this really hot-looking chick tackles him.
Yeah.
She sacks him. And after the thing, the guy's going, what is he thinking? And he tells the guys, okay, guys, same play.
Are you serious?
I'm serial.
Unbelievable.
Hey.
Thanks for the good news.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
As far as your lineup, Jim Reilly in the morning, Jazz McKay midday.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Same play. Open line at Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD.
When this quarterback gets lonely, he likes receivers that are wide.
I have no line.
Some people say that number 8 is gay. They say Troy loves the big brown eye. Aikman, he goes down on his knees, Aikman. It's guys he likes to please, Aikman. He loves to slap cowboys on their behind.
I have no foreskin.
He's got a spotless reputation. America's team is world-renowned. But is Troy gay? I've heard some people say. In the huddle he goes down, Aikman. He goes down on his knees, Aikman. Hike him some balls to squeeze, Aikman. Don't clip him 'cause he likes it from behind.
1228 at WIOD.
Is Richard Essen from the law firm of Essen, Sussnick, Kennedy, Lipson. Everyone knows that drinking and driving don't mix. Yet last year there were over 51,000 arrests for DUI in the state of Florida. Who gets arrested? The social drinker who doesn't realize he's impaired. The person with an alcohol problem. What are the consequences? A conviction for DUI may result in a permanent criminal conviction on your record, suspension of your driver's license, skyrocketing of your insurance rates, and may even result in jail time. With offices in West Palm Beach and Aventura, we deal primarily with alcohol-related traffic offenses. From Palm Beach to Key West, call us toll-free at 1-888-30-ESSEN. 1-888-30-ESSEN. That's 1-888-30-ESSEN. We are there to protect your rights.
610 WIOD. It's all in your head, okay?
See ya, buddy.
Every good Christian knows a game to play, and it's not so very hard to do. The name of the game is the Bible says, if you interpret it the way we do, tell people you know the way. The Bible says, invite them to your house. The Bible says, take their possessions away. The Bible says, and then you burn it down. You can get somebody to believe anything if you make the Bible say it's true. No matter what you do, you can be guilt-free, 'cause the Lord will always forgive you. Pick up a poisonous snake. Wave it all around. Find an abortion clinic. And shoot a doctor down. Everybody pray along with me, okay?
Neil Rogers God.
Come on, you young Republicans. Beat the crap out of your kids. The Bible says you're Deuteronomy bound. The Bible says go on a pilgrimage. The Bible says and pass the Kool-Aid around. The Bible says bite off the chicken's head. The Bible says to make a sacrifice.
1234 at WIOD at Paxson Inc. here, where they lie a lot. We have an open line on the out-of-town line in Broward, rather, 767-9463, 767-WIOD at Paxson Communications, where they kind of make it up as they go along. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Great.
Sounds like it. I'm just wondering, did you get JC written into the contract at QAM?
Oh, yeah. No, I got better than that.
Did you?
Greg Reed, who's the general manager over there, is he lives in Bay Harbor, is it?
Uh-huh.
Or Bay Point? Bay Point?
Possibly.
In what Enrique Iglesias, he bought his house.
Oh.
So it's in the deal that with the day I start there, Enrique moves in with me.
I wanted it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's right.
I'm also just curious, who do you think we match up better against, the Rangers or the Penguins?
A lot of people are asking that question, and right now I don't think it makes any difference, especially if you watched the Rangers beat Flyers last night.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes any difference. If we're playing like we are right now, it's going to be 4 and out and goodbye and good luck to us. I mean, I don't see anything happening. And I know last year we went into the tank, but I got news for you. I watched that team play, and I saw the dynamics that were involved there. I watched this team play up until about the end of November, and this is not the same team anymore.
Consistently poor performances, I think.
That's right.
I mean, every game in and game out.
As a matter of fact, there was one point a couple of months ago when I think we won 4 in a row, and those were 4 of the most mediocre wins this franchise has ever had. We just got very lucky at that point. We were starting to play poorly then, and then it went downhill from there.
Yeah, I think our last great game was it the Buffalo game?
No, the Devils game up in New Jersey. That was a great game. We beat them 4-1. We played well in the Buffalo game, but those 2 games in the last two and a half months, I mean, how many other games can you say we really played great?
Right,
you can't.
Definitely. Can I call a couple of you douchebags?
Yes, sir.
Bruce and Colby, you're great big douchebags.
Okay, pal.
Thanks a lot.
See ya. Tomorrow night's the big night. We got New Jersey here, baby. We better kick some ass. Of course, you don't have to worry about scoring a lot of goals against them because they got a new deal now. They just don't give up any. They just give up the same number every game.
Oh!
That's right. But maybe tomorrow we'll wake up. Maybe somebody will light a gigantic forest fire under the rectums of the players on our Panther team, and they'll do it again. They'll shock the hell out of us. And maybe Chris Wells will have his ass sitting on the bench again tomorrow. We hope. We have an open line at Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Oh, isn't that lovely? Who's that from, Alan Mason? Isn't that a beautiful thing? What can that be? A nice floral arrangement there for George to take home to his lovely wife. A beautiful thing of roses. Does that have a card on it somewhere? Thank you so much, Lisa. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Did I call you Lisa? Well, I called his daughter, Samantha, too, and her name is Sabrina. Did I really do that? Leslie? I'm sorry, Lisa. I mean, same difference, women. There's a card on it. Like I said, it's a good thing I did call you Lisa, Leslie, because you can't find the stinking card. Oh, and you know what else? Kim works at that restaurant. Thank you so much. At the restaurant that we had the great food from yesterday, and I was giving them a hard time, and I forgot about that. And I'm thinking to myself, I was driving last night home from dinner. And I'm thinking, boy, Kim is going to hate me like poison now because I was giving him a bunch of crap because the food didn't show up as early as we wanted, and it was well worth waiting for because it turned out to be great. And then it dawned on me. She told me it was hours earlier. It was so long before that I forgot it. You know me, Leslie. And so I'm sorry about that, Kim. I'll never do it again. Oh, we're not getting any more food from them. Well, like I said. So what is the message on here? What's the deal? It's from the Field of Flowers is the flower shop, and it's from... Oh, my God, Wayne Arnold. I know. Kind of strange, Wayne Arnold sending me roses, ain't it? Thanks a lot, Wayne.
Too.
Huh?
They're red, too.
They are red.
Is it yellow?
Thanks, Wayne. Anne Marie. Here's Boca. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil?
Great.
I'm sorry if you have to go, man. It leads to another market, I'm telling you. If everybody will take
No, wait a minute. What did you just say? Well, leave to another market? Who said I'm going to another market?
No, if you had to, since you're going to leave on the 30th, why don't you come to Palm Beach?
What does that mean?
Come to Palm Beach Radio.
For what?
I don't know. You can help this market. It's so poor.
Why would I want to go back to work there when I'm going right down the street here to QAM? Why do I want to go to Palm Beach?
Oh, so you're going to go to QAM?
Yes.
Well,
you guys up there better get with it, man. And Einstein's got a bad headache, too.
Sorry about that, man.
I'm not.
I haven't caught up.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate the information, then.
There you go, pal. Have a great life.
Good luck, man.
Okay, thank you, man. Amanda went to church with his wife, always fell asleep during the sermon. It says, I'm not going to read this. This is probably something really disgusting and sacrilegious. We don't want to do nothing sacrilegious on this show. These people really amuse the hell out of me, these Paxson people. They just amuse the daylights out of me. Yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Yeah, have a great life, okay? Goodbye. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami. Going once. Going twice. Hear that Juliet there in the background? Pop, 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 pop. And have a nice life. Open line today at 622-9463. One on the out-of-town line, 1-888-474-9463. Here's Coral Springs on a mobile. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Great.
Just a question. When you go over
to whatever that place is, yes?
Yeah, when you go over to QAM, you're going to have the same type of show you have here?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so you're going to do bits and everything?
I'm going to do exactly the same show, only better.
Okay. Same time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You played a bit a long time ago. I only heard it once, and it was called Ass Wipes.
Yeah.
Do you still have that?
What is it?
Ass Wipes.
Do I still have it? Do I still have it?
Do you have it?
Yes.
Could you play it?
For all of you who loved our pop-up wipes for babies, here's a new pop-up wipe just for adults.
Get with it.
Hey, ass wipe! You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What do you want? An ass wipe. You got one?
Sure, here you go. Hey, thanks. When you're on the go, you don't always have time to wipe thoroughly with toilet paper, if at all. That's when you use new ass wipes, the moist towelette in the convenient pop-up container.
Honey, you're squirming in your chair. You didn't wipe properly, did you?
Well, I was so darn busy today, I just didn't have the time.
Here, you need an ass wipe.
Do I ever?
Ass wipes are specially formulated to handle even the most stubborn fecal fiascos. And they're scented to give you that fresh, just wiped feeling.
Say, Bill, that ass wipe you lent me today was a real lifesaver.
I don't want it back, Bob.
Understood.
Good.
Yeah, I was pitching that new client, and I just couldn't stop digging and scratching.
Been there.
But that ass wipe left me clean as a whistle, and that minty fresh feeling gave me the confidence I needed to land the account.
Ass wipes, available in your grocer's Things to Wipe Your Butt With section.
Okay, there you go. It's No Request Tuesday, but in that case, I made an exception because it's a great bit, and we haven't heard it in a long time, so there you go. We have an open line and date, 622-9463, 622-WIOD, where it's 1242. And we're having a great time, okay, in spite of what anybody says. And by the way, Eli, you're full of it. Did I mention that Eli is full of it?
Hi, this is Jim. Love your show, Neil. Love you. Love you.
Jewish, maybe you never thought you'd hear Yidlock singing this way. Hey, Jewish, hey, to sell some records we sang in this boyish way. I miss the way we turned out hit songs every day. On the charts with silver bullets, maybe too.
Roar!
Now it's not so newish, we're too old and look too Jewish with our bald heads and our bulging puppets too. Hey, these candy striped bell-bottoms make me look a bit fake. Hey, Jewish. Hey, for several years I made a living looking this way. I really miss the way they dressed up all the sheiks with the see-through mini skirts and go-go boats. Now no one really wants to play our records. Manashtana, halala, hazemikol, hallelu.
Oi!
Okay, to try to soothe the nerves of all the very, very upset old Yidlock out there that are getting tired of getting ripped off for their matzahs this year, $12.95 a 5-pound box, my ass. How do you like that? We're not taking that. $12.95 for 5 pounds of matzah?
Rectum.
Exactly. We have an open line and date, 622-9463. We have one in Broward, 767-WIOD. Here's Kendall. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, congratulations on your move. I think it's going to really work out great.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm counting the milliseconds. I'm counting the moments, and the crap in this joint is getting deeper. It's almost up to the ceiling now.
I can hear that.
Man, oh man, you can smell it 100 miles away.
Now, I have an important question for you.
And what is that, sir?
I used to be able to listen to you in Fort Myers, Fort Pierce, and down in Key West.
Yes?
How is the signal going to perform on the new station?
I don't know. We had called Fort Myers, I guess. It comes in fine in the daytime.
Is that right?
WQAM, yeah. That's
and
what I
about
hear.
as far as at night? Does the signal drop as it does on IOD?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It's AM radio, man.
Well, I've got the GE Super 3 radio.
You're in.
And it seems to work fine, but I just didn't know as far as the transmitting power, if you were going to take a drop in the power.
I'm not taking no drop, man.
No drop at all?
No drop.
Okay, Neil, love you.
We're going to talk louder than hell.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Neil.
See ya. 2 open lines in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD, as they continue spreading terror and propaganda and BS everywhere they go. It's just unbelievable what goes on here in this joint. Speaking of joint, how's Pete Bolger doing? Haven't seen his ugly puss here today. Haven't seen hide nor hair of him. Didn't see Alan Mason come by here to shake our hand and say, hey, best of luck to you. I guess he's busy peddling propaganda and hocking a Chinik with that Ron and Ron show, which I know they're very fond of and very supportive of, too, by the way. Here's Miami. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got to thank you. You turned me on to hockey and also on the Atkins diet.
Yes?
I bought the Atkins book, but my girlfriend, she kind of stole it from me.
Yeah, and the book, too?
I got a question about it. I know you're supposed to keep your carbs low and your protein high, but how about the fat? Are you supposed to watch that?
No.
You're not supposed to watch it? Eat as much as you want?
Well, not as much as you want, but you can eat plenty of fat. Don't worry about fat. This is a myth in America. Dietary fat's got nothing to do with fat on your pupik, see? That's the bottom line. Forget about all the mythology about dietary fat and high cholesterol and all that other bullcrap. Eat ladle yourself. Have the butter, have the whatever you like.
All right, that's all I want to know.
Eat the steak with the fat on it. Isn't that the best part always when you have a nice steak and the fat is like nice and crisp on the outside?
Yeah.
Oh, God, just to die for, right?
Basically, yeah.
Ladle yourself full of it, man. No problem.
All right, thanks a lot.
Good luck. That's the best part of a nice juicy steak is the fat, a thick strip of fat on the outside, on the outer edges, and it's just like almost burnt. Not burnt, but like crisp. And man, oh man, Shevitz, will that do it up right? So throw away the stale matzahs already, will you? Have yourself a nice steak for Pesach. What's the difference? Who's going to know? 5,000 years from now, who's going to know if you had a steak at Pesach time, okay? Stop with the bubble mices already. Stop davening over those candles, okay? It ain't going to make any difference. The Arabs are still out of their mind. It's not going to change a damn thing. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
Great.
Listen, I have a spy report.
Okay.
This morning,
I'm holding on tight.
I woke up with a hangover.
Yeah.
To go to work, so, I try to listen to something light, so, my head just doesn't explode and I have to wash my window.
God bless you. Yes?
I heard 97.3.
The coast.
That jackass, whoever it is, that guy in the morning and the woman in the morning, I don't know, I don't listen to them, so,
Anna Maria and somebody else on the coast in the morning, yes?
Yeah, well, whoever the hell they are.
Yeah.
That guy goes, well, then your traffic today is backed up and and then in sports, well, if you can get through the Neil Rogers pictures, maybe we can, talk about sports and other stuff.
All right. Great. All right.
So I just thought I'd let you know, he's kind of, maybe he's jealous. I think he's crying that you're leaving,
This is my day. Well, they're not with us anymore anyway. That's the Cox people, the coast.
Those are the Cox people.
We're already gone from them. And thank you, by the way, to the Cox people for selling us to these people so that I could wind up getting the hell out of here and going to some real people and getting some real money. And thank you very much, Bob Green, even though he had nothing to do with it.
True. Also, Neil,
sisters did it. Yeah, right. Tell us again, bud. Yes, sir.
You are taking George with you, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes, please.
Well, we have to have at least one spick over there, man.
Yeah, man, because, we can't have half of the apple. We got to have the whole thing, you know what I mean?
That's right.
So,
George said, bite this. Have a great day, amigo.
Okay, Neil, take care.
Arrivederci.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. We have an open line in Dade. Where's all the women out there today? I don't really want to hear from them, but where the hell are they? 622-9. I can't believe I called Leslie Lisa. I know her name. Not that I care, but no, she's very nice. Very nice young lady. And, of course, much ado, much made. I mean, that whole Rick and Suds thing, that was that was like a substitute for a show in those days. We were going through a lot of trauma then, okay? Who the hell needs a show when you're going through all that trauma? But it's great radio. Right, Ronna? That's right, sweetheart. It's great radio. It's almost as great radio as when you we just come to the side of the door there. Like right in the middle of the show, and she kind of cracks the door open and looks in here, and I yell back at her.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, now payback is a bitch, sweetheart. One more time.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I love it. Here's a lady in Hollywood. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
A lady.
You just said you don't want to hear from the women. But
I was just joking. I was joking. I was only yoking.
I know.
Okay.
I don't believe you because we love you anyway.
I just said I don't want to hear from Goyish women is what I said. Jewish women I'll talk to any day.
Oh, you're cute.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway.
Happy Pesach, by the way.
Happy Pesach to you.
Don't buy any overpriced matzahs. They're killing us. It's a Goyish Welt. They're killing even matzah we can't get at a fair price.
I know.
The Goyim are destroying us.
What can we do?
Eat a nice steak.
I like fish.
Oh, like I said, eat a nice fish.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, I always am afraid that you want to hang up soon. But first of all, I want to congratulate you on your move.
Thank you.
And I thought you have the Miami Herald. I trade off. I sometimes take the Sun Sentinel, sometimes Miami Herald.
That's okay. Nobody's perfect.
No, that's right, especially me. And anyway, it was really a nice article, and I was so excited.
Yeah.
Really, I was so excited and happy
Me
for
too.
you. Good.
I'm
glad.
ecstatic.
And I have one more thing. I like I say, I'm always thinking you're in a hurry.
I am.
Okay. One other thing I want to tell you that I think that, I don't know if you know, maybe you do. Do you know that Family Bank is being bought by Barnett?
They are?
That's what I heard from good source.
From a good source?
Yes.
From a good source?
Not source. Source.
They're being bought by Barnett Bank?
Yes.
Oh, I got to find out if that's true or not. If they are, I'm going to blow my brains out.
Well, that's why I'm telling you, because of you, I wanted to go to Family Bank, and I spoke to someone, and in fact, I was afraid to say it over the phone. I don't know. Could someone be listening to me? I don't know, and maybe I shouldn't tell, but somebody from a bank told me. Okay?
But it wasn't somebody from Family Bank.
No.
I'll find out the MS. I'll get the inside story.
I hope so.
Okay.
All right.
Sei gesund.
Good luck.
Happy Pesach.
Thanks, dear. You
See ya.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't eat no stale matzahs. We have 2 open lines in Broward. Wouldn't that be bad? That would be really bad. 7679463. But, of course, that's the way the business world goes, you know. That's just a rumor at the moment, which hopefully we'll be able to eliminate that rumor. It's not true. I pray, I hope. Just like the radio business, they're all getting gobbled up by the same bunch of know-nothings. Just gobbling stuff up and destroying lives and destroying stations, destroying people's entertainment, destroying properties, destroying everything in their path like a gigantic big, like Bigfoot. Just plodding on everything in front of it, man. Just stomping down with those big, ugly, grotesque steps and squishing everything in its path. Just extending their tentacles and testicles as far as they can and squishing and squeezing everything that they get their hands on. That's what's going on in this business now. And like I told you a year or two ago when they started this crap, this is the end as we know it. This was a disaster. This was a move of insanity by the FCC and those bastards up in Congress who are supposed to be concerned about the airwaves and about the public's right and right. Give me a break. They couldn't give a crap less about anything now. It's like trading cards, that's all. Like a deck of baseball cards. Here, I'll give you an FM over here, and I'll give you 2 standalone AMs, and you'll give us a Class C F.
It's 101. I'm William Robert Milford III with news from 610 WIOD, brought to you by Beepermania with 20 locations to serve you. You can't come to church because you'd be trespassing. That's what the Catholic Church said today. Oy vey, actually. They said that to a woman this morning before Mass. She has gone to Mass at St. Bartholomew's every day for the last 10 years. But today, after her child was thrown out of school there for not attending sex education classes, the family was asked to leave, said they were trespassing. St. Bart's is over at University in Miramar. There is no place to go for this family except court.
Father O'Toole.
Have you seen the video of the rescue of the boat sinking in Fort Lauderdale on Sunday? Absolutely amazing. Watching that boat go under the barge, people going to the rescue, Coast Guard jumping in off their boat to pull people out. Those Coasties deserve a medal. State Senate passing a bill that says kids up to the age of 15 have to wear a seatbelt even in the back seat. Right now, wear a front seatbelt or you pay a $30 fine. The state legislature has voted themselves a pay hike. More expense account up to $67 a day for their 60-day sessions, which comes to $4,200 apiece.
Loan me $50.
Whatever. 2,800 acres of the glades have been burned up since a fire started Sunday afternoon in Palm Beach County, now in Broward County, waiting to get some air tankers in there. A Joe Camel billboard near a Northern California high school. Kids at that school got a petition up, and they got it moved. Camel says it was okay where it was. Now replaced by an ice cream billboard. And the space shuttle lands right after 2:30 this afternoon. It's the shortest flight they've had in 15 years. Looks like more clouds than sunshine this afternoon. High of 82. Partly cloudy tonight. 71 for a low. We got 80 right now. Own a brand new Motorola Renegade beeper with a full year's service for only $59.99. Quantities are limited. Beepermania, Dade and Broward, 387-1111. I'm William Robert Milford III with news from 610 WIOD. Here's Sky Spy traffic.
Brought to you by Midas of South Florida. In Dade County, accident with a lane block still working at the Golden Glades eastbound Palmetto at Northwest 2nd Avenue. Police still on the scene of an accident northbound 95 at the Dolphin Expressway, and accident in Coral Gables southbound US 1 at Ponce de Leon Drive. In Broward County, injury accident in Hollywood northbound 95 at the Pembroke Road exit. Palm Beach, accident free. When was the last time you checked your car's brakes, suspension, exhaust, or air conditioning system? Get a thorough inspection and a written estimate from your Midas Auto Systems experts. I'm Paul Pagano, 610 WIOD Sky Spy Traffic.
If your laptop starts vibrating, sit back and enjoy it. 610 WIOD, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
It's the 1 to 2 hour.
I believe we're ready now, nurse. Congratulations, Mr. Jackson. Here's your new baby boy. Would you prefer paper or plastic?
Plastic, please. I can't wait to get you home, Shimon, and show you your new pacifier. You're my petri dish, baby. What a lovely way to perpetuate my pedophilia.
I wanted it.
A petri dish, baby. Shimon, you won't need a crib, 'cause I'll cuddle up close to feel ya. Oh, I want you to hold me. Oh, to fondle and grope me. You'll get all you're deserving. My love will be unswerving until you reach 13. You're my petri dish, baby. Come on, sit on Daddy's lap. He has a game to play with you. Daddy wants you to find the magic prunes.
105 at WIOD. We have two open lines. They're both in Broward. 767-9463. 767. Happy Pesach. Here's Lake Park. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How are you? Good. Hey,
Great.
do you see the
Good.
You see the new Miami Tonight Show?
Did I see what?
The new Miami Tonight Show?
No, I have not.
Kind of folky.
Well, folk them.
No, he's got a whole different format.
Different, yeah, that's what I hear now. We had a spy report the other day. They got a new set. They got the couch. I think it's the old new set, the new old set, because they had that before a long time ago.
Yeah, but he comes out and he does a little monologue. And,
yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes, he does.
Mark Jacobson is doing a monologue now?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, my God.
Jeez.
He comes out, he looks like he's directing planes onto an aircraft carrier. The way
That would be perfect for him, yeah.
how much he moves his arms around.
Mm-hmm. Maybe like Sal Sunshine.
That's it.
He's hawking it.
Are you turning your back on the out-of-town people? Like, you're not going to be on the audio net, are you?
We're not? Sure we are. They're on. They're on it.
The other stations on audio net?
Yeah.
But they don't have like a toll-free number throughout the country, do they?
Well, I'm sure that if I jump up and down and scream, we'll have a damn toll-free number around the country. How do you like that?
I feel they give you whatever you want.
Get on that right away, guys. Right over there, right now, like by the end of the hour.
I just hope you don't get preempted for any early baseball games. I mean, probably
Well,
not.
you know, once in a great while, there might be a game that starts at 1 o'clock, and you know something? So if I have to leave like an hour earlier someday, oh, what a bad break.
Right, it's not too bad.
What a bad break. Okay, we'll survive, all of us.
But
we'll squeak our way through.
Panthers, I don't know. We need to win these last two to get some momentum going.
Well, we sure need to win the one tomorrow night, I'll tell you that, because if we don't win the one tomorrow night, it makes the one against Pittsburgh Friday like life and death. And keep in mind that they got 4 games left and we've got 2, and you know they're going to beat Boston tonight in Pittsburgh. You just know they're going to beat the snot out of the Bruins. You can smell it.
We've got to jump on New Jersey. They're playing tonight, and, you know, we catch them one day. We got to jump on them when we get a chance. But,
yeah,
you know, a weird stat. We've lost 8 of the last 9 games we played on Wednesday night.
Oh, great. Thanks for the good news.
That's a weird little stat. But,
yeah, we got a lot of weird little stats.
I think maybe we need to start throwing a couple of raps.
Well, it's now or never, man. Tomorrow night's tonight. Let's see if these guys have still got it. Because in the past, one thing about this team, I always said up until like that trade, which I don't want to mention who, but up till that point, these guys, no matter how far they were behind in the game, no matter what was going on, you always had the feeling they could come back. They never gave up. They struggled. They fought. But that chemistry just hasn't been there.
That's right.
And we've been blowing. It's been just the opposite. We've been blowing so many leads, like the one in Washington on Sunday. It's just in the last 2 minutes. You can't do that. 19 ties is a disaster.
Do you feel like Mario's leaving? I know it's back, but is it because the way the style of play is, where he just gets beat up?
Yeah, he doesn't like that, and I can't blame him. And like I said, he had the Hodgkins, and he's got a bad back, and the recurrent injury and the pain. Who the hell needs it? He's already a multimillionaire, and he'll be just fine. I mean, I'd like to see him play forever, but you got to have some common sense, which he does.
Yeah, kind of like you, right?
So keep in mind, Friday, it'll be our last, unless we play him in the playoffs, be our last chance to see Mario here.
That's right.
They should be lined up 5,000 deep.
One thing, would you like to see the game opened up a bit?
Yes.
And I think the stick they need to cut back on the stick work as far as
what they need to do is go back to the last year's offside rule and get rid of this new offside deal, which is a pain in the ass. One of the things that frustrates the hell out of me is a guy, the team it's going to be a delayed offside, and the guy goes into the zone like about 2 inches over the blue line and brings the puck out, okay? He's bringing it out, but because he touched it inside the line, they blow the whistle, and I just scream. I see that every game. I see that, and every time I see it, I sit there and scream and yell and carry on because it's so ponderous. The guy is bringing it out already, okay? What difference does it make? Exactly. And it's just another excuse to slow it down.
And I just think the stick work as far as hooking and cross-checking in corners and in crease to cut back, the guys are able to reach out and hook arms and bodies with the sticks and slows the game down a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
I like to see Pablo Burry and these guys, just have a little more open ice.
And then that's another reason why you're getting all these knee injuries, and guys like Burry, by the way, are injured like 80% of the time.
Yep. You didn't see his knees that many years ago, did you?
No, you didn't.
That's right. Hey, I'll see you Friday.
Okay.
Later.
We have an open line in Broward, 767-9463. Also didn't see all these concussions back then, and they had no helmets. They were playing without a helmet and didn't see anywhere near as many concussions because there's too much crap going on. 2 open lines on the out-of-town lines, 1-888-474-9463, 1-888-474-WIOD in Palm Beach on the audio net, and anybody else that wants it. We pay for it. They pay for it. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that old bag that was calling about Barnett Bank buying Family Bank.
Yeah.
My wife works there. They're merged with a little company in West Palm Beach. They're not being sold. Barnett ain't buying them. It used to be Barnett Bank. You bought Family Bank a long time ago. Then the original owner went out and started a new bank, the Family Bank.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord.
I didn't know what she's talking about.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a great
good day.
All right. Oh, thank the Lord for that. Sorry, Matt. Sorry we had that Yenta on there spreading. Well, she said that she was pretty sure it wasn't true, but why the hell not spread a rumor and get everybody worried? That's called Jewish, psychosis. Why not? Something to worry about. My mother will like that. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 767-9463. 2 on the Palm Beach and out-of-town lines, 1-888-474-9463. So have no fear. Family Bank is still here. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank God. Can't take the Lord's name. Well, why the hell not? Where is that written? Who said that? Who made that up?
Moishi.
Moishi who? Pupik or Lou?
And God isn't his name, it's his title anyway. That's why they started calling him God.
How about Yeshua?
Gesundheit.
By the way, Yeshua and Yoshki, it just dawned on me for the first time in my life, the connection there between Yeshua and Yoshki. Oh, now I'm getting it. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Deal, we will follow you all the way to the queue. Did you see Hartford and Buffalo last night? Those primo...
2 open lines in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How you doing?
Okay, sir.
I'm the guy that used to listen to you way back. I used to live across the street from
KAT. KAT, right, on Bay Road.
Hey, man. I'm happy for you. Get the hell out of that station.
Get out of this joint.
Everybody will be following you.
Yep.
My question is, what's up with Paxson? I mean, is this guy going crazy? He's ruining this... Another radio station.
Yeah. Look what they did to She. Look what they did to the planet. Look at that piece of crap.
What's up with this guy? Is he one of these weirdos who's waiting for the ship to come and pick him up?
Could be.
I mean, it's
I'm not so sure he's serious though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable. Anyway, Neil, I've been listening to you.
Too many Jello pudding pops, I think.
I've been listening to you for the longest time, and we will all continue to listen to you no matter where you go.
Thanks, pal.
Take care.
Arrivederci. Oh, now we're down to a precious 3. We got 48 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Not that I'm counting, but all of a sudden I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because they've been smoking here today. They've been smoking. They've been foaming at the mouth. Dade County, 622 WIOD. We got an open line there. Broward County, we got a pair, 767-9463. Palm Beach, why even bother? Yeah, I have to laugh about that thing about the 800 line for Palm Beach and I mean, what difference does it make? We never get any calls on there anyway. Like maybe 3 a day on the audio net, the worldwide, like that's a big deal. Forget it. We had a call from Tokyo once upon a time, like 85 years ago. And we had calls from New York and from Tampa and then a bunch of boring places. And then we had Waltham, Mass today, which was fine, but that was it. It's not a big deal. I mean, how the hell does it... First of all, most people don't even know how to download the stuff on there. They don't know from the audio net. They don't know how to get to live audio. They really don't. I was reading about that yesterday.
But it's easy. Even I know.
No, it's easy, but that's beside the point whether it's easy or not. Most people don't even know that it's there, number one. Much less how to do it, number 2. If they knew that it was there and they knew there was something there that they might want to hear or check out, that would be like another thing. But not everybody is like Rick Riley sitting around doodling with their computer 20 hours a day, complaining that they got no time to do everything else. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's not doodling with it. Now that he's a grandpa. We have 2 open lines in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD, where it's 113. On a great Tuesday. Beautiful roses from Wayne Arnold and Murray over there at Wayne Arnold's Royal Castle. Thank you so much, guys. Crystal's going to love those nice red roses, man. George gets more flowers, and actually he's opened up a flower shop. He's putting them in a gigantic freezer. He's going to, have his own flower shop here pretty soon. That'll tide him over.
Liberty Parachute. Liberty Parachute.
Thanks to the state of California, Ebonics has become an official language. But on the East Coast in Brooklyn, Paisonics is ruling the street.
Hey, you guys, check out the Bambinos on that broad and get a load of her poopa.
English translation, I really enjoy her company.
So's last night, I banged the hell out of this chick in this real classy joint.
English translation, I made love to her in the back of my Camaro.
Yeah, I'm the maintenance director where all the youths hang out.
English translation, I'm a janitor at the elementary school. If you'd like to get your copy of Hooked on Paisonics, just stuff some money in a plain brown envelope and shove it under the back door of Mario's over on the west side. And we'll be in touch.
Oi! E compare, giù a suonare, e che ci suona un friscaletto.
Unbelievable.
E come si suona un friscaletto.
So anyway, it's 118 at WIOD. We have two open lines in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Here's Miami on what? On 3. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what station you going to?
I beg your pardon?
What station you going to?
What station?
Yeah.
Exxon.
Look, you taking George with you?
Yes, we're going to Exxon.
Good. And you taking Jennifer also?
Yeah, Jennifer's going too.
She going to, right?
It's going to be a gas.
Yeah, man, that would be good.
Yeah.
Man, this 610 is going to Crapper, you know?
It's going right in the old crapper, yeah.
Those guys are crazy, man. You know.
Yeah,
really.
they are, man.
All right, then.
Okay, Zam. See you in your cab, man. We have an open line in Dade, 622-9463. 2 in Broward, 767-9463. 767-WIOD. 2 on the out-of-town lines, the AudioNet lines, the Palm Beach lines. Those lines that we better damn well have any other place, according to that other guy, even though they never ring. At 1-888-474-9463. But he's right. It does take up about a third of the show giving that number out because it's nice and long. And the number 2. 1-888-474-WIOD. You can milk that thing till the cows come home. It still ain't going to happen. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami. Hello.
First payment is the 26th.
Oh, we're back on this. Hello.
Payment.
Hello.
Can
you believe this?
No,
once it's everything.
This is great.
I know. Julio's.
Maybe they'll say something dirty. Or sensitive.
Yeah. Hello. WIOD. Hello.
Sí, es lo mismo, but this is going to be
What do you say, your mama?
Like this, everything, the numbers over here.
Say, can I go into what? Hello.
I'm going to give you this.
Hello. Hello. Dumb spicks. 2 open lines in Dade, 622-9463, 622-WIOD. We have an open line in Broward, 767-9463. 2 on the out-of-town lines, and that's what we have to contend with here, is people like that. Goyim. They wouldn't know stale matzah. If you stuffed 45 pounds of it in there, they still wouldn't recognize it. Even if it was from the Circle U Ranch. Here's a mobile in Palm Beach. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Great.
Listen, I love your show. I've been listening to Phil Henry. I miss him.
Yeah.
I'm a diabetic, retired from the New York City Fire Department.
Yeah.
I had to trick my way into the New York City Fire Department. I would never have gotten the job if I told them I was a diabetic.
Yes.
I fell 7 stories, broke my back, both my legs, tore my rotator cuff, and was in the hospital. And no one knew I was a diabetic, and I was getting glucose intravenous.
Nice. Great. Sounds like the basis of a great lawsuit to me.
Yeah, well, it was.
Yeah.
It was good. But love the show, and gonna follow you over to QAM.
And thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, we got 2 calls left at the board. We got 40 minutes to go. So I guess basically what it boils down to is that 622-767-1888. You know the numbers. Come on now. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Joey Zaza. Come on, Joey. You can sing a little tune here. Come on, Joey. Ta-da, ta-da. Oh, too much blow in there. I can't deal with it. 622 WIOD in Dade. We got a pair there. We got Broward sitting there wide open here. 767 on the day of our daughter's wedding. We got $45 million worth of free advertising in the Miami Herald today. And these bastards still don't give a crap. They're still dead as a doornail, especially the women. They're just lying there like in the prone position. Here's Kendall on a mobile. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How are you?
Okay, sir.
I had a good lead-in call. I have a spy report about Phil Hendry.
Yes.
I was listening to WINZ yesterday.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard the silly story. I can't believe it was even news, but Billy the Marlin's head blew off.
Yes, his head is missing, right?
Yeah, anyways, they had a spokesman for the Marlins on WINZ who
Are you sure? Yeah.
Who had a theory where it is, where the head is, and the theory is that all of a sudden the spokesman comes on and says, Margaret Harbor has, and that's it, and they moved on to another story.
Isn't that cute? Ripping off Phil's material now.
Are you sure?
Positive.
That was news.
Yeah.
But also, I thought that story was great, but as I'm a hole for you, my own girlfriend's following me and just smashed the back of my car about 3 minutes ago, but I kept driving just so I...
All right. That's a loyal caller, man. Thank you so much.
All right, Neil.
Sewer ass. Or whatever part you like. We have an open line on the purple line there, pound IOD, so INZ is ripping off Phil Hendry's material now, huh? Great. Here's a mobile in Aventura. Hello.
Yeah, the operative question is if you're going down the dial, allegedly, what are you going to do with all that Fat Hank material? Can you still use it?
Why not?
Well, I mean...
wait a minute. What do you mean allegedly? What does that mean, allegedly? What is that?
Well, you are going then.
Yes.
Okay.
Why is it alleged? It was in the paper on Friday. It was in the news. I talked about it Friday on the air. I talked about it yesterday. I talked about it today for 4 hours, you know, and it's in the paper all over the whole Herald. You can wipe your birdcage with it. It's all over the place. Yes.
I've been out of the loop.
Sounds to me like you've been talking to too many Paxson people who are in denial. Yes, I be leaving, man. September 30th will be my last day working for this company under any circumstances, no matter anything. There is nothing in the world that could keep me here one moment longer than absolutely contractually necessary. Now, anything in the world.
Except for...
Not all the money, not anything would keep me working for these people.
Except a favor that a band leader couldn't even refuse.
Even I could refuse that.
Hey, listen, I've been out of the loop. My greatest apologies.
That's okay.
What are you going to do with that stuff? I mean, if you've ripped them so much, are they going to sit there and, I mean, one thing being on another station, but to be down the hall from Fat Hank, is that going to be handleable?
Is it going to be what?
Hey, can you handle that? Or can he handle it? Or
I can handle it. Just like Michael said, I'll handle it. Have a great day, pal.
Good luck.
Arrivederci. Oh, here's you go. Oh, yeah, it's going to be really... Okay, whatever you say.
Ciao, ciao.
Whatever you say. Get out of here. Open line at Dade, 622 WIOD. One on the out-of-town lines, 1-888-474. They're all experts. You do understand that. Oh, it's going to be this and it's going to be that. Hey, great. Whatever you think. Whatever you think it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. Like Doris Day said. Q Sari, whatever the hell she said. Now what she said, Q? Something began with a Q. I think she was talking about Rock Hudson again. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello.
Don Neil.
Si.
Thank you for taking my call.
¿Cómo está?
Va bene. I want to give you a Godfather update.
Si.
I was at the theater in 163rd Street, Deadville, and believe it or not, the majority of the people there were young.
Really? Thank God for that.
Exactly. There were two old bags that were sitting behind me though, and this one of them had a hearing aid that was so huge it had an LED readout on the side of it.
I love it.
And she says, right when Paulie gets it. No, Carlo gets it. She says, the son of a bitch, he killed his brother-in-law. Out loud, you know. And
I hope she don't tell Kay.
I tell you what, man, that was the only thing, you know, everybody's complaining that there's a lot of old bags there.
That's why you got to love going into movies with the old farts in there when they start talking out loud. It's great. Just in case you can't understand the dialogue, have no fear. They'll be yapping it out in no time at all.
I was going to slap her some of my formaggio.
Slap her con un pepperoni, man.
Exactly. But anyway, it was a fantastic movie. My best friend took me under the guise that later on he had a surprise party set up for me.
Yeah.
So I want to call him a douchebag.
Okay.
Jose.
Menage a la miseria.
Hey, I love
whatever
you.
the hell that means.
And,
okay.
Hey, listen, you know, Boca Brian should make a song. I will follow him. Neil God.
Not bad.
I think it would be great.
Okay.
We love you.
Ciao.
And Paxson, oh God.
was talking about those goddamn Italians again. We have an open line in Dade, 622. So like I said, I had this diarrhea for an hour and a half. Oh, anyway, we don't want to go back out of that again. Or was it just diarrhea of the mouth? Anyway, 126 at WIOD.
610 WIOD.
The Bible. If you like the book, you'll love the board game. Introducing Go to Hell from Milton Bradley, the board game that tests your faith in God while challenging your knowledge of biblical quotes.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, first question. The meek shall inherit the blank.
Flatware.
Male pattern baldness.
The earth. The meek shall inherit the earth.
Right. You move ahead 5 spaces. Yeah. You other guys, go to hell.
Go to Hell. The exciting game where you win by forming a deep personal relationship with God before the timer runs out.
Okay, on the 7th day, God did what?
Golf. He went to one of those all-you-can-eat brunch places.
He just puttered around?
Wrong. All of you, go to hell. It was a good book, but now it's a great game. Go to Hell, the biblical board game from Milton Bradley.
132 at WIOD. We have an open line at Date 622. We have one in Broward, 767-9463. How come you didn't put anything next to that thing, George?
Well, because he just called, and I thought it would save the time since we were off the air.
It would save the time for what?
Of me typing.
Oh. Yes, Stan.
What a heck of a way to get rid of me from your show, dumping all my carts. What did you and George do that for?
What?
All my bits, are they gone?
All what bits?
You know, the Don Johnson stuff.
Of course not. They're not gone.
Oh, I thought Lori was listening to you, and she was under the impression they were all, like, in cyberspace or something.
No, they're not.
Oh.
You don't think I would throw those out, do you?
Well, I thought somebody else was responsible.
No, we were allowed to actually, Roy actually let us save about 200 carts here, and yours I can assure you, if I could find them, which I can't, but they're around.
I don't want to hear them.
It only took, neither do I, I'm just telling you, they're around. It only took us 2 months to go through that project because the Paxson people don't like carts. They like other stuff that costs a lot more money and looks impressive but doesn't work.
Oh, you mean putting them in a computer and all that junk?
No, not the computer. We got the computer. Putting them in the whatever they got, which doesn't work.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Stan.
I guess you don't need my $2,000 now.
No, I guess I don't. Accepted as a gift on the day of my daughter's wedding.
I think you're going to end up doing some baseball games. That's what I think.
I don't think so.
Well, you should. You're better than what they got on.
Well, that's,
I mean, a lot of people don't remember what a great...
That's all in the past, Stan. That's all in the past. You know what I'm saying?
No, it isn't.
It's all in the distant past.
I told your buddy Craig the other day that was one reason you were going over there.
Well, you're wrong.
You want to sit up there in the press box and do a couple of innings.
You're wrong.
I'll bet you do.
Bet you don't. How much you want to bet? Make it worth my while and I guarantee it.
Over Huizinga's bald head, right?
Hey, they love me, man. This Barry Jackson, this guy must be doing doggy uppers or something. He's out of his mind.
Well, now, wait a minute. You haven't heard the latest rumor going around.
Now, what is that? Stan Major middays on IOD.
QAM.
What is it? What is it?
Paxson's going to buy QAM.
Yeah, right.
You better call Norm back and get an extra paragraph.
Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Ain't going to happen.
All right, well, good luck to you, man.
Okay, thanks, Stan.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Where's my money? We have 2 open lines in Broward, 767-9463, 767-WIOD. Just keep, now that he said that, I'm starting to get worried because I'm looking, I don't see the damn carts. Oh, my God. We didn't put them in here, did we? We wouldn't do that because that would make them, like, too permanent. We wouldn't do that.
I've got sunshine on WINZ.
Oi!
When there's a hurricane blowing, baby, it's still the month of May. From 2 to 6, I guess you'll say, what can make me feel that way? Stan Major.
We have a flash. We have a major bulletin, okay? I am going to tell you, if this happens, I promise you, I will pee on the front lawn of this building. If this comes to fruition. I mean, I know these people are dumb. Believe me, I know that. But can they be that dumb? We just have a very, very strong rumor that the Paxson people are frantically attempting to contact my replacement, who, if they have their way, might be...
I am that hemorrhoid.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yes! Okay, let's go to Hollywood. Hello.
Was that the real Stan Major?
That was the real Stan Major. How do you like that?
Yo, did you watch any of the Flyer Ranger game?
Who's got my real $2,000? What is it? Yes, I did. I saw quite a bit of it.
That was pretty good.
Very entertaining. Very amazing the way the Rangers came back there and kept pounding, and Hextall was just losing it. Do you see the way he lost it?
Oh, man.
He lost it.
He's out of control.
Yeah.
He can't stay in the crease for anything.
He lost it.
Hey, I just got, going back to hockey a little bit, I think, what you say, we're 4 out if look at the Rangers. They were clicking last night.
Yeah. They got on fire, man. All of a sudden, it's like a light bulb, if I can say, that went off over their head. They suddenly said, uh-oh, we better get with it. Time's running out. And bada bing, they just went nuts.
And we're
they were smoking. When is that going to happen to us? When is somebody going to light a fire out of these guys' ass and say, hey, time's running out. We only got 2 games left here, and we better damn well win at least one of them. And you better get with it. You better turn it up a few notches here and stop going through this coma thing of yours.
Hey, I failed math. So what's the story with if we lose the next 2 games? Okay, what would, and let's say...
Well, let me just say this to you. The Penguins have 4 games left. So after the Penguins beat Boston tonight, which they will, they'll be 1 point behind us. New York will be only 1 point behind us.
Could we drop to 6th?
Huh? We could drop to 6th if we lose both games.
And then who would we play? Number 3?
Then we play 3. That's right, which would be, it would be Philadelphia, probably. Wouldn't that be ugly?
How about that cheap shot Lindros did after the game?
I loved it. Nice going, Eric.
Oh!
Yes, because it was Ulf Samuelsson. I always love it, no matter who it was.
Yeah, but I think retaliation is going to be Thursday night.
I don't think so. I don't think so. They're not going to mess with Eric.
I don't like that guy.
I do.
You do?
You wouldn't take him on our team? You wouldn't take Eric Lindros? I know he's no Chris Wells.
Oh, well, no, of course he's no Chris Wells. Come on. Hey, no, but what I'm saying is he's too good of a player to resort to.
Let me say it again, pal. The great players, the overwhelming majority, Gordie Howe, Maurice Richard, the great players were dirty players. Don't ever forget it.
To a degree, but right there, the game was over. You need to do that. Granted, it was over.
I loved it. Nice going. Listen, for a guy that's taken more cheap shots at people than anybody else,
he deserves it. I agree with you.
Who wears a visor, by the way, Ulfie there, nobody deserves it more than he did. Nice going, Eric, like I said.
One thing we need a Brian Leach. That guy is awesome.
Yeah.
You got to admit that.
Where are we getting that? Where are we getting Brian Leach?
I'm just saying he is.
Why would you want Brian Leach when you got Eddie?
They're 180 degrees apart.
Exactly.
He is just watching that guy skate and set up, and how about that goalie? Anyway, Brian Leach, God.
Okay. I hope you have a great life together. We have two open, all the Broward lines open. Since Stan called, they ran like a bat out of hell. Just a joke, Stan. Yeah, where's all our stuff? Now I'm beginning to realize just exactly what Roy did to us here, man. He killed us. He butchered us with his cart business. Right from the beginning. Our asses weren't even warming a seat in this building yet. Which, thanks to George and Wayne, we finally got the stuff over here because nobody else was getting involved in it. Either the past program director or the present interim one or the future one. Nobody was involved in it. So we finally got this place put back together. And Roy's giving all these ultimatums because everybody here's a big shot. Everybody's a big shot. That's right. Dot the I in the shot. And so about like 90% of our carts are vamoosed and we'll never see them again.
I'd rather stick hot burning needles in my eyes than to listen to the Joey Reynolds show. Oh! With the enters and the crutches and the worthless calls, man, his show really blows. He's about as young as I am dumb. He's about as smart as a 2-day-old fart. Oh! I'd rather take a hot battery acid enema than to listen to the Joey Reynolds show. I really mean it. Listen to the Joey Reynolds show. Forget the bagels. Oh! Listen to the Joey Reynolds show. Joey. Oh
yeah. All right.
Thanks for calling.
Okay. We have Broward lines open, as in all 20 of them, at 767-9463. 767 WIOD. The guy with the eye should be dancing a Kazatsky, baby. Neil is out. Joey is in. All right. Here's Kendall. Hello. Kendall.
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Neil?
Okay.
You know something?
I know a lot, yeah. What is it? What is it?
Huh?
What is it? What'd it be?
I said I love your show, man.
Great.
You're the best.
Okay, I agree. Thank you. Okay, we have an open line today at 622 Broward County. We're still waiting on Broward. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Adin, dva. Well, however you say it. Adin. How do you say two in Hebrew? Dva? No, you don't say. You don't say. Boy, I forgot my Hebrew. That's bad. I'm going to burn in hell now. I'm going to burn in hell. He forgot his Hebrew. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvarach, Boba Maisi, etc. I can't remember. Adin, Deva, Devai, Zwei, Ein, Zwei, Drei. Well, my Yiddish I know. Let's stick to the Yiddish, okay? Forget the Hebrew. Only the real from people over there speak that. The people with a sense of humor, they speak of the Yiddish. Broward County, 7679463. Your last call for lunch on Tuesday, and that's it. Otherwise, Joey's going to be here tomorrow. If you don't call in the next 30 seconds in Broward, Joey will be here tomorrow doing his show. You can go to the bank on it. Family Bank, by the way. Here's a lady in Long Key. Hello.
Hello?
Boy, that got him smoking. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Neil. We're down here in Long Key. Listen to you all the time. Whenever we're down here, love your show.
Where are you from?
Michigan.
Michigan. Whereabouts?
White Lake.
Oh, I don't know that. That must be way up there, huh?
Over by Orchard Lake.
Oh, that's over by Detroit.
Right.
Oh, I thought White Lake sounded like one of those UP kind of places.
Right. No, it's down by Detroit.
By Orchard Lake, I know that.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of like west of the city?
Yep.
Uh-huh. Kind of like out there by Northville and Farmington and whatever the other ones are?
Got it.
Right.
I was just calling to let you know that I love your show, and I love Phil. Sorry to see that he's gone.
Oh, yeah. He slipped away. Like Clarence Carter, he just slipped away.
I was just wondering, I know you love hockey, and I was wondering what you thought of that game against Detroit and Colorado.
What did I think of it?
Yeah.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I loved what Darren McCarty did to Claude Lemieux. I thought he should get a medal for it.
Okay, great. So did I. Everybody
Congratulations, Darren. Nice job, pal.
That's right. That's what we said.
You bet.
Okay. Thanks.
Have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Okay. See you at Northville Down. See you at Hazel Park. Hazel Park is open now. And, of course, simulcasting at Pompano, which I just mentioned. This is not a spot, just to mention, for one of our fine sponsors. And then when Kevin Wallace leaves us in a couple of weeks and goes back to Detroit, you'll at least be able to plunge your brains out all summer long on Kevin, because we'll be simulcasting Hazel Park every night. All right. Kevin Wallace and Brad Kramer, God, that's all I can say up there in Michigan. They're doing it.
If you haven't heard Brooke Daniels lately, here's what you missed.
Although, if you can't work out with us, you can work in the big old Paxson compound.
Oh, the compound.
Yeah, the compound. It's just like the Kennedy compound. A lot of people dropping their pants and playing touch football on the ground. All right. You don't think there's any pants dropping going on at the Paxson compound?
No, I know there is.
There's pants dropping going on in this building. What are you talking about? Not for us to see, but we've heard rumors.
Brooke Daniels, weeknights on 610 WIOD. 610 WIOD. Don't worry, it's just a little gas.
George, Neil, whoever it is, you can tell your big, fat, f***ing atheist he has no right to talk religion because he is a faggot and he is not representative of our thinking.
Say, boy, let me see your license there.
What's the problem, officer?
Going a little fast, weren't you? Say, what's that in the back seat?
Nothing.
Crack rock. Sitting in his back seat, I said, crack rock. You can sell on the street, you can smoke it, and you'll catch a good buzz. Just don't get pulled over by the fuzz. Gay cop, singing with a big band, he's a gay cop. His nightstick in his hand, he got busted with 3 pounds of dope. So bend over and pick up the soap. The party's over now, it's J-A-I-L. You got busted and it's J-A-I-L. I like it. You were once a big star, then you made the big switch. In jail you're just Bubba's bitch. The party's over now, it's J-A-I-L. You got busted and it's J-A-I-L.
Hope you beat me in the ratings. You're better than I am.
Even the competition agrees. The Neil Rogers Show on WZTA, Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches is the best morning show in South Florida.
Anybody who gets a 9th share on an AM station is a hero in my book. You're like St. Thomas Aquinas. You got no problem with me.
Even the other morning shows listen to the Neil Rogers Show on Zeta 4.
I hope you beat me in the ratings. You're better than I am.
148 at WIOD. Joey, we love you, Pally. When are you coming? Here's a mobile in Orlando. Hello.
Happy Tuesday, Neil.
And back to you.
I just wanted to let you know, up until a few minutes ago, I was flipping back and forth just checking the signal, and I was getting you pretty clear, but QAM was just a hair better, so you'll have something to look forward to.
Just a hair better. How was it, a curly one or a straight one?
It was a red curly one.
Uh-oh, look out. Probably
And,
Boo Shambi.
Yeah, so basically that's all I was calling about, and in closing, I'm an Italian guy from Arkansas, and arrivederci, you all.
All right, ciao.
Ciao.
We be seeing you. We got 2 open lines on the out-of-town lines. You will not get on the air. Make no mistake about that. But, God, would it be nice to write in your diary? And, of course, it's not very intimidating knowing that you won't get on. But at least you can say, I held on. I held it. Let's go to Hollywood. Hello.
Hello, Reb Nachman.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good Pesach.
A
guten Pesach. And don't start hocking and China with that Yiddish.
I'm not hocking and China.
Ein, zwei.
I hear you need to know in Yiddish how to say two.
Adin, dva.
You need it in Yiddish or in Hebrew?
In Hebrew. I know how to say it in Yiddish.
I would hope so.
How do you count in Hebrew?
In Hebrew, you're just the number 2?
Adin is 1.
Shtayim.
How is 2?
Shtayim.
Shtayim?
And echad is 1.
What's Adin? Oh, I'm doing Russian now. I'm sorry, that's Russian.
We're in the wrong.
See, I got so many languages now. That's right, Echad. Sorry about that. George was right. You were right, George. There was a in there. How do you like that?
There always is a
Yeah.
There's got to be.
If it's really Jewish, there's a in there because of all the dairy.
That's true.
That's why the Jews pronounce it like that, because they eat too much dairy, too many blintzes.
It's true, with the cream.
Right.
Anyway.
Please.
You need me to go further or only up to 2?
What was 2?
Shtayim.
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 Oh, I like the sound of that. I like Ein, zwei, drei, which sounds very German to me also, by the way, which it is. Uh-huh.
Achnan sen.
Uno, due, etc.
Anyway, speaking of languages.
I'll see you on the Thomas E. Due Thruway.
Speaking of languages.
Yes?
I don't know if you speak Japanese at all.
No, I do not.
But to count the 10 in Japanese, you say Ishni-san Shigorak Nanahach Kyuju.
Cute.
So 10 is Jew. How do you say 11? Jew-ish. Pretty interesting.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll be
As
in
they
there
say in Manhattan, Zygazun.
Anyway, I'll be in there on Monday, the 21st, with your Shmura Matzah.
Okay.
And a Freilich and Pesach to Chanu and Shmuley, and Mazel Tov on your move down the dial.
Okay, thank you so
Love
much.
you, Neil.
Okay, see ya. Wow, he is so Jewish, man. It's just dripping from every pore of his body. We have an open line at Broward, 767. You can't get any more Jewish than that. I'll tell you that right now. There ain't nobody in the world more Jewish than that guy. Here's a lady in Kendall. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Neil, I love you. And why are you leaving the show? This is a first-time caller. And I want to ask you a question. Where can I find the truck to buy your CDs? I want to send some up north, way up north.
Yeah.
Can you tell me where the truck is and how I can purchase the CDs?
George will direct you to the truck.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the rolling radio store.
Right.
Oh, I see. You're the one.
Right.
Well, let me take a look. As a matter of fact, it just so happens that they are, let's see, today's the 8th. Where are you?
I'm 137th Avenue and Kendall Drive.
Oh, you're way down there. You don't want to go up to Coral Springs. George will tell you a number to call where you can get him there.
Okay.
How's that?
That's fine.
Okay, hang on, sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye. Line 2, tell what? Oh. Hello?
Roll tape, baby. When no one else can understand you, when everything you do is wrong, he gives you gas and constipation. He makes you want to smoke a bong. And he's always there to lend a hand and drag your name through mud. Life's a wonder, the wonder of Bud. Well, thank you.
That was lovely. Lovely reading.
Just for you, I want to
See ya.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you so much. And by the way, I don't have any money for you. Stan's got it, by the way. Go see him.
Hey.
Yeah.
Did you happen to read the article? I don't know if it was in your paper down there, but when the cable bill got passed last week.
Yeah.
And
about the champagne?
Oh yeah, the champagne.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we had some live tape on it on the air. Oh, there. Cut it out, Bud. Oh, another one. There he goes. Come on, put it down. They're still celebrating up there.
Yeah, but did you get the quote though?
About what? About the must carry thing? About Easter? About Easter came Jesus? Something like that?
Jesus has risen, and so has our stock.
Well, don't get cross about it, okay?
Hey, you might want to remind.
Jesus has risen, and so has our stock. How do you like that, huh?
Rectum.
Yeah, exactly.
You might want to remind Bud that, as it says in the Bible, it's easier for a camel to get head from a beetle than.
Okay. I'll be sure and pass that along. Have a great day, EJ. You're out of material. Get out of here. It's killing me. God. Head from a beetle. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Nice show, and I wish you good luck on WQAM.
What is it?
Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. He had like 40 pounds of something. Here, maybe he's eating his matzahs early, okay? Stock up right now, man. In fact, buy a whole bunch this year, because next year they're really going to soak you. So if they'll be a little stale, who cares? Here's Plantation. Hello.
Neil, was that EJ?
That was EJ. How do you like that? What a memory.
Ironic. Wasn't he the one the last day on INZ he called in?
And also, Pete Bolger.
Who?
Was Pete Bolger was the PD when you left Zeta.
Right.
And now he took over as the PD and you're leaving IOD.
Well, it's no coincidence, I'll guarantee you that. It's no coincidence, man. He wants to put it on his resume. Have a great day, pal. Okay, so sensitive. That Bolger is so sensitive, so uptight. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
Neil, how you doing?
Yes, sir.
Listen, how are they going to bring down Joey Reynolds if he's up there with Davey Gravyline doing network on WOR?
Wait a minute, with Davey Gravyline?
Well, we're not doing a show, but they're on the WOR network in New York.
Well, what does Davey Gravyline have to do with that?
Well, no, I just brought him in there because he's a friendly name. But my question is, how are they going to bring...
So, where's Davey Gravyline?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Rumor
Far
has
away,
it
we hope.
He's going to be coming down here on another station.
Who's that?
Davey Gravyline. He'll be making a return pretty soon. With his
on
technology
Waxy?
show.
Oh, he's buying his way back on the air. You always know you've reached the pinnacle of the business when you have to buy time to get your way back on the air. Right,
Well, I don't
Sandy?
know-
Right.
I don't know the specifics, but Joey Reynolds, now really, seriously, are they bringing him
I
down
sure
here
hope
or
they
what?
lock all the equipment up real tight. What is it?
Are they going to bring him back down
Joey
here or
starts
what?
next Monday.
Next Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
What they're going to do, pipe his...
WFTL, 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. 24 hours a day. A new format. All Joey, all day.
Oh, my God, Vic side of it.
Do you want a preview? There you go.
Neil, God bless you.
Have a great life. Okay, and now I sneeze. Okay, here's Madison, Wisconsin. I can't believe this.
Hello, Neil.
Pete Bolger's hometown. They're coming home to roost. Probably a setup call. Yes, sir.
Neil.
Yes.
I'm a retired attorney. I was bar mitzvahed in the 2nd Street Shul in the early 30s.
Oi!
And
Well,
I live
congratulations to
I
you.
live in Key Largo now. I'm retired down there.
Yes, sir.
I had to come up here on business. I brought shorts with me, no long pants. It was 2 below 0 this morning, and I'm telling you, I can't wait to get home.
Well, congratulations, sir. Good move.
Yeah.
And
Long-time listener. Just wanted to let you know I'm coming back as soon as I can.
Okay, hurry back.
For Passover.
Okay. Happy Pesach.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. There was an excellent call. Told you that audio net line. That's what puts me over the top. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I am.
I saw on television about Mr. Don, May 11th. They're going to show Don Coloni. Did you see it?
Don Coloni?
Don, Mr. Don, they call it.
Mr. Don Corleone.
Right.
Corleone.